This a LP. This a LP. This a LP.
All right. We are live for the Oklahoma State Cowboys versus the K-State Wildcats. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? What's going on in the Gridiron Blitz? Andrew Lunsford, Jorge. Let me put up my chat. I did forget about that. Put up the poll. There we go. All right. All right, the poll has opened. What's going on, Cole? What's going on, Cabaroo?
One loss.
All
the
right.
winner of this game takes a major step. Remember, Iowa State owns a win over Oklahoma. Oklahoma State still has Bedlam. Kansas State owns a win over Oklahoma. So the Cowboys desperately need this win. Pound for pound, they've had a remarkable season. But
got to put Wildcats, Kelly.
11-point lead. It's Indian summer here, 73 degrees. A blustery, windy day, though. 22 miles per hour, could gust as high as 30. It's a sunny afternoon. Kansas State won the toss, deferred. Oklahoma State will receive. Cowboys have the explosiveness. Kansas State has the ability to control the football. And as we get ready for this one, Spencer, it really comes down in many ways, does it not, to just that. Controlling the football for K-State and having explosive plays for Oklahoma State.
This one has a high-stakes feel to it, Tim, because of the nondescript way both these teams come into it. You feel, can feel it visceral. There's something on the line.
There's a touchback.
Zickner kicks it away. And it goes through the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. A Cowboys team that is very young up front, and they've had a lot of movement. Sills normally plays guard. They moved him to tackle. Snyder at center has been a little banged up. Preston Wilson has been forced into the right guard position. Chuba Hubbard gets the call. Remember, L.D. Brown is
K-State will get the ball to start the second half.
For him, Jelani Woods is a go-to tight end, and of course, Tylan Wallace is a Bolitnikov finalist that returned for this season. It's first down. Sanders out of the shotgun. Quick out, and he goes to Chuba.
All right, Chuba Hubbard
to the 30-yard line,
got it to the 30,
Sanders,
gain of 5.
Sophomore, you know his story. Out of Denton, Texas, was banged up, lost his job to Illingworth, came back, performed admirably in a win we saw just 2 weeks ago, only to see that game get away from him last week against Texas.
Yeah, they dominated in every statistical category. The turnovers were the key for them. They're going to keep it clean today. That's the objective.
All right, second and
Texas
5.
Yet another earlier today against West Virginia. Here's Hubbard again on the delay.
All right, gain of a couple on that.
Justin Hughes, number 32, middle linebacker for this 4-3 front for Kansas State, which is governed by Joe Klanderman, the defensive coordinator.
All right, 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd and 3. Hubbard is set behind quarterback Spencer Sanders.
Joe Klanderman, you talked about the DC content to stay in this 4-man rush, hoping Spencer will make a mistake through the air.
Ball got to get to the 35. And they lost yardage on that.
72, and he saved the day.
Well, if he's not there, Timmy, Josh Hill's coming off that back guard position.
All right, fourth down.
Technically, he probably shouldn't even been there. This could have been an interception, an extension of what happened last week. You can see him. Nice job of beating Wyatt Herbert on the outside. Wyatt gets there and knocks that ball out. And I'm telling you, man, if Josh Stills is not
Hubert
there,
with the
on the back end
forced fumble.
No question, and that is a problem. Wyatt Hubert.
All right, 4th and 8.
People. He is the
Oklahoma
big-time
State
All-America, two-time
set to punt.
performer. We spoke with him yesterday, and how nice was it to finally get to meet with players and coaches in person. More on that later. Tommy Hutton will punt it away to the Cowboys.
All right, the kick is up. What's going on, Twin? What's going on, Miss Johnson?
At the 34-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. And this offense also has some movement up front. Christian Duffy goes from right to left tackle. Cooper Beebe moves up to right tackle. He'll have to deal with Trace Ford on the other side, the outstanding pass rusher of the Cowboys. We talked about Vaughn. Malik Knowles is another go-to guy. Briley Moore is a little nicked up. He hurt his back a week ago in the loss to West Virginia, but he's good to go. How effective he'll be will be another story.
1st and 10.
He's really the second go-to guy in this offense after Deuce Vaughn. We start, though, with Harry Trotter in the backfield rather than Vaughn, the senior from Atchison, Kansas. And Trotter take it up on the right side and run right into Israel Antwine. 95. Part of
this
that
just
front,
in, Matthew Stafford
Howard,
will
who
play
played
tomorrow.
So well,
woo!
and finally
Let's
like
go.
A freshman last week. 3 big-time turnovers. There were 4 overall that put Kansas
Shout
State
out to
behind
Cole.
the 8 ball.
Appreciate that,
They
brother.
have to play with a lead. They're not good once they fall behind.
That early interception goal last week was not his fault. He
All
had
right,
some
2nd and
miscommunication
9.
with the receiver that kind of populated an area they didn't want bodies.
2nd and 9. It's Vaughn.
Got it to Vaughn, who loses yardage.
Big-time hit by Devin Harper, 16. The redshirt
3rd
senior
down.
from Knoxville, Tennessee.
He stepped up there in that Mike linebacker position. Usually it's going to be Malcolm Rodriguez when they see him.
You talk about it, Rodriguez. He's a tough linebacker and a guy that can make a difference for you. See up front Ford, the rusher. Malcolm is there with Agbadan Bamiga, who is the leader of this defensive team. And Rodarius Williams got burned a few times last week by Texas, but he is an outstanding cover guy. They don't mind him being on an island. Young man from Shreveport, Louisiana.
3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9. Out of the shotgun. Howard with time, and now he's running out. Ford in pursuit.
And
goes underneath.
no gain on that play.
And
4th and 9.
Incomplete with Bernard Converse, 24 in coverage.
Derek did a nice job. Did he coming back and closing that gap? You got nice pressure up front. Trace Ford, that strong defensive end, getting that pressure in there early, moving that pocket again. Tight defensive coverage on this back end. I'm telling you, Jim Knowles, the defensive coordinator for Oklahoma State, is doing an elite job this year. We talk about Oklahoma State's offense, man. I'm talking about their defense just as much.
All right, the punt is up.
Put it away. High spiraling punt. Dylan Stoner will take it. And
Got it. Down at the 20-yard line.
To the 19-yard line. Oklahoma.
All right, and I do have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. The Gridiron Blitz says defense, strong D. Hey, it beats the no defense and a soft D. Jorge says Grid must be sleepwalking because he was supposed to be taking a nap. I take no D over soft D.
Got him!
What's going on, Heffy? What's going on, Clayton?
We touched on Drew Wiley,
Right,
who plays
we
next to him,
are
has been
back.
arguably the MVP of this defense. Hughes and Sullivan are the linebackers, and an opportunistic secondary.
Clayton got to go! Exclamation point! Vote space Cowboys. And they'll register that vote.
Nothing doing.
All right, gain of about 1 on that play.
Echo Boydo makes a big-time play on Landon Wolf right there. As you look at Tylan Wallace, who for some reason is not out there. He was in the huddle before the offense broke out, but showed no indication of coming out. If he can't play for some reason, that's a big loss for Oklahoma State. Dylan Stoner takes the quick out. And
got a
moves ahead to the
first down.
of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge issue, Tim, because the
Stoner
bottom line is
with the
that's one
first
half
down.
of what they want to establish. Get Chuba going, but then you got to have Wallace to compliment him to keep him honest.
And we are working to find out what the issue with Wallace may be. Stoner again taking that little
Stoner
wide
again,
receiver
second
hitch.
down.
And moves out ahead for a gain of 3.
This is an extension of their run game. You talk about the first play that they had out of the backfield was a pass. Again, this is a run-based offensive attack of Mike Gundy, to be sure.
They'll call it a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Plenty of time. Now runs out over the middle.
Oh!
How about the defensive
Incomplete.
work and
3rd and
dislodging of
6.
the ball? Braden Johnson had it.
What games am I doing tomorrow? I am doing.
Laid the lumber here.
I'm doing Lions, Vikings, Steelers, Cowboys,
Looked like it had plenty of time, and, it's
and
coming. It's on the road.
Buccaneers, and
nice catch to finish off, and he dislodges it along the
Saints.
way. The down Cowboy.
Yeah, and it's a big one too.
And then after this, I'll be doing Iowa State and Baylor.
Redshirt senior from Topeka, playing before a lot of home folks and family today.
This is the new iPhone.
All right, I do have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Do appreciate the 13th that's in the building. We got 10 thumbs up. Can we get 3 more thumbs up? That'd be greatly appreciated. Truck, Saints or Bucks? Let's make it interesting. Go Saints in that one. Clayton says go Cardinals. Absolutely. Heavy says AB playing to Yeah, let's not make it easy on the Buccaneers. I know Michael Thomas will be playing tomorrow for the New Orleans Saints. I appreciate that, Clayton. Yeah, I will definitely say that having 2 monitors is awesome. And that's all because of you guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I am currently having 2 monitors, so it definitely is awesome. Clayton says Cardinals 6-2. Absolutely.
Tackle trying to deal with Khalid Duke, number 29, and here's what happens, Spence.
Well, you can see it. Then Tevin Jenkins is getting pushed back, but that ankle gets underneath him. Khalid Duke is a hybrid player. He's got athleticism, and sometimes, guys, just because you outweigh him by 60 pounds, that speed and quickness transfers into power. And Khalid does that
USC won,
well.
Preston.
He did it on that play, and then Jenkins got the worst end of it.
This is a problem now for Oklahoma State's running game.
All right, that is a tackle for a loss.
Stopped behind the line by A.J. Parker. In a lot of ways now, Spence, what they can do is crowd the line of scrimmage, can't they?
Well, it's not just about crowding the line of scrimmage. It's about what your intentions come in. This happened so early in the game that now you have to flip the script in real time, and it's tough. You can be more aggressive if you're Joe Clawderman, the defensive coordinator.
All right, 4th and 9.
You can see A.J. Park on that last play, as you talked about. There's a cornerback, but they move him to that position around the line of scrimmage for a reason.
All right, Oklahoma State set to punt.
Here. Let's see if they play it out when Oklahoma State gets back on offense.
Tommy Hutton will punt it away. By
All
the way,
right.
The word on Tylan Wallace is he won't
Punt
play.
is up. We got a return to the 25-30. Down at the 32-yard line.
Kansas State's difficulty last week. Will Howard did struggle, had some turnovers, but his coach Chris Kleiman wasted no time saying he needed help.
Well, we're for sure not going to hang this on Will Howard because I think he's continuing to improve. I thought he made some really good throws. We have to be better for him, and we have to be better with a lot of the things that we're doing offensively.
So you can see that narrative playing itself
All right,
out.
1st and 10.
Who's Von Chief among them?
And they got it down at the 50-yard line. Gain of 18 on that play.
The bottom line with him is, he'll get you success 2 or 3 weeks in a row, but then all of a sudden, number 4 in that inside slot position, making on the outbreak here, separation, he needs to consistently do that so that they can trust him. That interception that they had in that 3rd down in the first series last week, it was as a result of a miscommunication on his part. He populated an error with the wrong decision on a route. He needs to be better.
1st and 10 with the ball at midfield. Off the right hash.
All right, handoff.
The deuce is ahead.
Got it to the 45, maybe the 44-yard line.
In on the tackle for the Cowboys. Here's what you were talking about from a week ago.
Yeah, and we don't want to rehearse necessarily bad things, but everything requires context. So you go back and you look at those plays. When they do happen, Tim, there's a reason for it. All of a sudden, you got 4 people in an area. You got.
All right, I do have to mute it for the copywritten music.
Have been there.
All right, we are back. 2nd and 4. Handoff, got the first down.
One time, big time move, and he couldn't get away from Tanner McAllister. Number 2, Spencer, in white, saved a touchdown.
Clayton,
here.
don't
When
ask
you get
for
him in
one.
open space, it's just about over. And if you're a defender,
Just got to come in all the time and things like that, but don't ask.
When you get those hips flat, there's nobody in the nation that can cover this guy one-on-one. The guy who's going to draw that assignment most of the time is probably going to be Malcolm Rodriguez, the Mike linebacker. But if the safety can't get him down, boy, if I'm a linebacker, I'm really anxious about trying to tackle
All
this
right,
guy.
1st and 10.
Sanders in that action.
Oh, man.
Trotter now dots the I. And there he goes. Right
Got a first down. Gain of 11 on that play.
Another first down.
That was
Rodriguez,
Trotter.
the senior from Wagner, Oklahoma, with a tackle. He's a leader of this defense, as you touched on.
Yeah, he really is. And again, Tim, just another little isolation play inside. Patience there by Trotter. Finds a little soft spot. Listen, you don't have to be fancy to make plus yardage like this. When you get people spread out thin, you can't cover every gap in that situation.
Yeah, that little big-time fullback Jax Deneen will lead the way here. And there goes Trotter again.
All right, Trotter. Good gain on that play.
Yeah, big
2nd
Josh
down.
Revis, number 76, the off guard, comes hauling around. Very rarely you will see a guard. They'll ask him to be an escort, but he was on that play. Big 76 coming from the off tackle position. That's an extra 4 or 5 yards, Timmy. Worth it. Once they get their mitts on you, it's tough to disengage.
All right, 2nd and 4.
Those guys right there earn every bit of it. Nice job, Josh.
Vaughn is back in behind Deneen. Such great vision.
All right, gain of a yard on that play. 3rd and 3.
With the pushback. We met with Deuce yesterday, and I got to tell you, Spencer, both he and Howard as freshmen, and I'm talking true freshmen, right? I mean, how bright.
Starting next week, I'm going to open it up to where you guys control what games I do.
I mean,
for the
he's
NFL.
all about family, and he's playing at Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
He's so stable, so balanced. Talk about leadership. That guy's the personification of it, Timmy. We'll talk about him a little more as the game goes.
On third down and 3. Nice zone read.
And they got the first down, gain of 4.
The line to make. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
They're going to move the sticks. It's a first down.
They'll move him, and Brock Martin did a nice job of trying to turn him inside. I don't think he was able to get to the edge. So Martin did his job. He contained and made sure that edge was set. But all you needed was a couple of yards to get that, and they'll move the sticks.
Excellent. Vaughn back in. Little double tight end action going with a slot left, and Jets Deneen the H-back again. And they go the opposite way on the
and no gain on that
Not
play.
much of anything. I think he
Second and
stopped at the line
10.
of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10. And let's get a little Spencer T take action.
Well, we've seen him do this so much so far already. It's about getting Deuce loose. That's going to be the key for them. If they can get him loose like they have already, big gut play up the middle was successful, and ultimately you got to get heat on Howard. If you can do that from a defensive standpoint, you can make them one-dimensional. It's going to be tough, particularly if they establish the run first like they have.
And Tyler Burns is going to come in at fullback. A little jet sweep action this time.
Got a jet sweep.
And in,
Third down. Porter was the
Ogbongbemiga did a
carrier.
fantastic job from that Sam linebacker position of folding him back in, Tim. That was really impressive from him. You playing with leverage. See that outside shoulder, turn that guy back inside. That's outstanding play. Doesn't get any better than that. And that's one of the things that Jim Knowles does with his
third
defense.
and 9.
This kid right here is an elite top player because he is smart about the game.
That was Seth Porter at that slot position that took the jet sweep. He stays in the game, and now in motion goes Vaughn to the bottom of your screen. Howard with time, lofting it, incomplete.
And incomplete. Intended for
was the
Vaughn.
intended receiver, or
Fourth
so it
and
seemed.
9.
The ball floated a bit. It'll be fourth down and a field goal try coming up.
Calvin Bundage with the pressure there, put some pressure on him, and you know that the red shirt senior did a fantastic job. You can see his eyes up in the face, and Ogbongbemiga again showing pressure, getting to the quarterback. That's part of what we talked about in our takes. They're doing a decent job.
All right, here's the
Keeping them out of the end
30-yard
zone.
field goal attempt by
Blake
Kansas
Lynch
State.
will try. 8 of 12 on the year.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Headed right to the band.
All right, and I do have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio, so you don't miss a single play. Gators and Bulldogs, 14 apiece. What's going on, Miss Barb? Says, hey, Trucks, I'm back. See, you need a better security system. Jorge says, Barb, at the R&R, you will run security.
Timmy, it's really about establishing Chuba Hubbard, and that could be in the run game, obviously, but you can also do it as they did in the first play of the first series through the throw game. What's going to be interesting is Tylan Wallace's injury. How will that impact things? And we'll see if the defensive coordinator, Joe Klanderman, can sort out that and find an advantage along the way. So the counter to that, limit the explosive plays. If you can do that, you can kind of put Mike Gundy's offensive scheme into a bit of a box, and let's see if they can work their way out of it.
I think we've already seen indication of that.
No question.
Yeah. Johnson will let this one go through for a touchback. 4:35 remaining in the opening quarter.
All right, and I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. We have 4:35 remaining in the first quarter. Kansas State has a 3-0 lead. Oh, thanks, Barb. Barb says, I'm an old bat we see in the dark. All right, we're getting set to resume the game audio here very shortly.
Program was always that way.
All right, we are back.
Coming over from North Dakota
Barb
State.
says, plus
Spencer has taken the best
a
of
mama,
what
we see
Snyder's
everything.
foundation
Ask your
was
better half.
and made it his.
Yeah, no question. He's an extension of the Miracle in Manhattan, which started back in 1988 when he took the reins here.
They're at
From futility
her mom's
to
house.
the U of the state. L.D. Brown in there for Hubbard. Stopped in his tracks, nothing doing. There's Jerron McPherson, 31, making the tackle.
All right,
The
second
safety.
and
By
10.
the way, if I didn't mention it earlier, I meant to. Sanders did lose his job momentarily, didn't get to play for about 3 weeks. And we had him, of course, in that outstanding win that they had at home just a few weeks ago. He was hurt, and Illingworth got in there. And
All right, second and
Sanders
10.
means everything in terms of that extra
Stoner in
power. He'll
motion.
be needed today, especially with no Tylan Wallace. His pass is caught.
Rose
Stoner
got it to
near
Stoner for a
midfield.
first down.
And a
Ball
big
near
time first down to
midfield.
the 47. That's the longest gain from scrimmage.
What's going on,
today for
Matthew?
either team.
Says my birthday was
DeAndre
yesterday.
Thomas
Well, happy
makes the
belated
tackle
birthday, brother.
After 22 yards.
And I love the decision. They're going faster to get the ball to Stoner in the middle of the field.
L.D. Brown again.
All right,
And Brown is
losing
a
a yard on
complimentary
that play.
to Chuba Hubbard. And
That
has not
is
toted it
Brown.
as much lately because Chuba's just elevated his game in recent weeks. Stopped there by Eli Huggins, number 92.
Well, if your best asset now is now number 17, keep the ball between the hashes, and you're going to be able to make some plays. They're still got to keep them honest occasionally, but until they can prove they can stop
All
those
right, second
interior
and 11.
shallow crossing routes and things of that nature. I'd keep
Stoner
it
in
going.
motion.
Second and 11.
Here he comes again.
Play action.
go the opposite way.
And they dropped it.
D. Brown could not corral it. Pass just a bit overthrown. Plenty of pressure coming to Sanders. You see Bronson Massey, number 90, the senior from Lufkin, Texas.
Well, you can see him coming off the edge here, number 90, in a wide 9 technique. He's on the right side.
Matthew, you're in your prime still, brother.
Josh does a fantastic job of trying to recover, but he shows you the ability that he's got to dip that shoulder and get around that outside and affect the quarterback. You don't always have to sack him, Timmy. You just got to affect their posture and ability to execute.
I mean, these are just two excellent defenses. Granted, both offenses are without some of their artillery today, but these are outstanding D's in the Big 12.
All right, 3rd and 11.
4-man rush.
There it is.
He got it.
Oh, gets out of pressure.
This is what he can do. That maneuverability and resourcefulness, huge. The pressure came from Khalid Duke, 29, and he whiffed. And Sanders was able to tuck it and
that
run
is 4th
and live
down.
for another
They
play,
failed to get the
albeit
first.
4th down. They'll have to boot it out of there.
Well, Duke got my attention, and you can see him working that wide technique too. Both hands down, all 4. The dip shoulder underneath, that's a pure power and speed move to the outside. They've got to find a solution over there to deal with that. It's going to be a long day
All right,
if they can't
4th
find a
and
solution
6.
for that big cat, because he is a big cat. He's a hybrid type player, around 245, 247. Speed, quickness, converts it through hip flexor and power like few can in this league.
Hutton, the Australian.
All right, the punt is up.
High and end over end for Phillip Brooks.
Fair catch at the 9-yard line.
Well, next Saturday.
All right, and I do have to mute it for copyrighted music. Ooh, I'll be doing that game, Penn State and Nebraska, next Saturday at noon.
Michigan at the Big House. Iowa blows them out. Indiana just absolutely hammered Michigan today. What a job Tom Allen has done in building that program.
All right, it is 1st and 10.
The Big House, man.
I guess they marked it at the 10-yard line.
In the backfield, bouncing off Cowboy after Cowboy.
All right, gained 2 yards on that play.
After a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, he should have been caught dead for a no gain.
2nd down and 8 to go.
You can see here, squats down and makes one guy miss and spins out of that thing, secures the ball, runs high and tight with it. I love that.
I know,
part
right?
about his
Arkansas
game.
versus
For a
Tennessee. I hope
19-year-old man, he
Arkansas picked up
navigates
the
his way in
victory.
there and just doesn't take a negative play. That's what you're looking for. And the Timmy, to extend on what you talked about earlier, I love the way he understands how leadership works at 19. He's not going to put all the weight on him, nor his quarterback. He talks about sharing it, and that's one way to get.
Oh, that's what's up, Matthew.
That one floated.
And incomplete pass. That is 3rd and 8.
Receiver. And that's an example of how they want to get him as many touches as possible. He has to line up, Spencer, in a more variety of ways than just about any back in the country.
I think because of the secure play that particular time by Christian Holmes on the outside at the cornerback position, they're going to have to work on the inside through the option game. Option game is where you see the running back come out of the backfield and get about 5 yards deep against those middle
All right, 3rd and 8.
heavier guys that you can manipulate, kind of like you
Kansas
did on the run
State
earlier on 2 previous offensive series.
At the 12-yard line.
Underneath on the shallow cross.
And they lost 2 yards.
I mean, the Cowboys had that one smelled out. Thomas Harper, 13, right on top of it.
I was supposed to, but
one guy hits you, the other guy's in close proximity.
4th of July kind of took that out the window.
Well, they do a great job up front, does the Cowboys, of gaming and dealing. So they're causing nightmares for the defensive front to deal with them because of their ability to affect the play, again, without getting to the quarterback.
All right, it's 4th and 10. The punt is up.
Dylan Stoner falls for a fair catch.
All right, fair caught at the 41-yard line.
Well, we talked about Oklahoma State letting
this is going to be the first year I don't go deer hunting.
And Mike Gundy spoke about it earlier this week.
As I've said many times before, disciplined football, special teams, and turnovers is what determines the outcome of games till you get to the latter part of the season. And we failed in those areas today, and then this is the result you'll get.
Candid and transparent, wouldn't you say?
I know what special teams he's talking about, too, on the big return they had. For nearly 100 yards,
Who is
guys,
winning?
lose lane integrity. It'll cost you.
Well, with field position now, the Cowboys have it. Hubbard, little push action going there to get him up to around the 45-yard line. Jerron McPherson leading the charge, had some help, as would normally be the case from that Kansas State
All right,
front.
Chuba Hubbard, gain of 5.
Second down and 5.
Timmy, this game is going to be fast because of how it's morphing into a defensive battle right in front of us. And it's amazing. And again, it's all being triggered by Tylan Wallace's injury to that ankle.
Tevin Jenkins, we're happy to report, 73, the right tackle, is back in the game.
All right.
Dealing with
Stoner.
pass rush again, and Dylan Stoner takes in the quick curl in front of
It's going to be
DeAndre
3rd
Thomas.
and 1.
He's a couple of yards shy of the first down. Coming down to the end of the first quarter, Cowboys trying to move quickly here. The wind is an issue.
Yep.
And we'll be documenting that as the game goes along. They are going into a stiff breeze right here on 3rd and 1. They do get the playoff.
All right, it is incomplete.
I think the quarterback may be dinged up a little bit. I think Spencer Sanders may be hurt a little bit. He's gingerly walking away there. And they may want to keep an eye on that.
I was a little curious as to why they...
All right, I do have to mute the game audio. We are at the end of 1. It is 3-0. K-State with the lead after 1. Trox lies forfeited. Kidding. Just bring to your attention. New England Patriots is going to play tomorrow at noon. Really? Matthew says, heck yeah, go Patriots.
The snaps this year, a really good quarterback, but does not bring the dimension of
right,
his
4th
legs
and 2
to the fray quite like Spencer Sanders.
He's an accurate guy.
The punt is up.
End over end punt by Hutton. Oh, that hit the official. Yeah, he's in play. That's down. Let's see. Are they going to say
he's part of the field?
He's part of the field. They're going to say it was a touchback, though. I think he's saying he was in the end zone, therefore it's a touchback. Take a look here. Yeah, it bounced, and he was in the end zone.
All right, that is a touchback.
Yeah. How fortunate, though, is it that he was? Man. If he had been another half yard ahead, that's just a bad break for Kansas State.
That was a good break for the official, too, because, boy, he had to live that one down.
The back judge, Daniel Young. Well, at least he was positioned properly.
Yeah, no question.
Are they going to look at it now?
No.
They may.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah. This happens a lot. We've talked about it ad nauseum, I know. And, of course, every time we do, Twitter lights up.
Well,
if you're not going to be mad at the officials, you'll be mad at the announcers.
One foot is in play, and the other one is out. But, you know, they go back and look and see if he picked up that foot. Left foot is down in the end zone.
Yeah. But, again, had he been in play, that ball, it's just tough luck.
Yeah.
All right, they are going to review it, I guess.
There might have
but
been a request from the
it is going to be
Oklahoma State
ball
sideline
at the 20-yard line.
I don't know. I'm not so sure about this. Our referee, Michael.
That's what they've been saying, that Stafford is playing tomorrow.
And our replay official is Gene Simcoe. Again, the reminder, the ruling was touchback. And we believe that's the accurate ruling.
You know, I believe they ought to give officials special dispensation in those situations where they know clearly they themselves are the ones that affected that play.
Common sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. By the way, we were on pace to have maybe the quickest first half.
Oh, yeah. We were.
In college football history. Here comes the ball.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field of a touchback stands. First down, Kansas State.
All right, first down, ball at the 20.
So I won't complain as much as I was about to.
You were getting ready to complain?
Oh, me? Really?
I'll give Mike Herrera something, or Dean, whoever's turn it is to do the video this week.
It's Dean's turn this week.
Yeah, okay, he'll have content.
All right, Matthew, have a wonderful day,
Dean is with
brother.
us today back in our studios in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'll be doing that game, though, Matthew.
I mean, these two teams now really without.
I got 3 games tomorrow.
Complimentary football. This is Trotter out to the 23-yard line. Bernard Converse, number 24, comes in to make the stop. Young man out of Shreveport, Louisiana, my hometown.
Nice little play there by Trotter, just kind of instinctively feeling his way for extra yards. You know, again, you like to think if that was in the hands of 22, he'd have bounced that thing really quickly and got to that edge. But yeah, that's a plus yardage. If you get 4 or 5 on first down,
all right, second and 6.
It's also Terry Bradshaw's hometown.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see him today?
I did.
On Big Noon? He and Howie and Carissa. Oh, and Emmanuel Acho with him. What an education he must have gotten today. There's Trotter.
All right, a yard short of a first down, 3rd and 1.
Eamon Ogbambamiga with the tackle.
That's a great run. You know, you're talking about putting, you know, you use this term, and I love that you picked up on it, those run conflict scenarios where it's 3rd and 1. What's your personnel grouping? You see all those Oklahoma State players looking to the side, Ogbambamiga and company trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to attack this? They're going heavy? Do we need to load up on a line of scrimmage? Are they going to spread us out, give us the illusion?
Nick Lenners has come in as an extra tight end, 87.
All right, 3rd and 1.
And you see DJ Rinder in motion. Yeah. And it's right up the gut. And Rodriguez was smelling it out. Harry Trotter, I don't know. I'm thinking he did not get there.
Well, listen,
no, wait a minute. Yeah, he did.
He may have gotten there, but that green shouldn't have taken him there. They should have taken him to the left. He was across the formation, and the bubble was to the left of him. So, you know, Trotter does a nice job of seeing, but see that big old gap up to the left? Yep. That's where he should have gone. Right. I mean, that's where the play was designed to go, to the bubble. The uncovered guard, just a poor decision there.
First glance, I thought Rodriguez had.
All right, they gave it 1st and 10.
Just got the first down. Out of the shotgun. Nice zone.
All right, quarterback keeper, first down, past midfield, down at the 45.
Inside the 45 at the 43. Rodarius Williams runs him down.
I think that play worked because of all the attention that Double Deuce attracted there. You can see, look at the bodies flow inside. There's 1, there's 2 guys chasing him, and then Howard takes it back up the field. When he's in the game, Deuce Vaughn attracts attention, and they honor it, and that makes an opportunity for number 15, showing you some of those gifted open field running skills and the awareness to protect himself to finish it off. Outstanding job by the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, you can tell he wants to play a clean game this week. He's pumped. Nice. This is a beautiful bootleg action.
All right, and they got a first down and more to the 20, 15.
Inside the 15. from Sean Payton's Saints offense, using the fullback on a naked bootleg.
And Ogbongboniga had to come from all the other side to make this play. Watch him seat this ball properly. You know what he looks like? He looks like Tom Rathman to me, running there,
he stepped out of bounds.
Shoulder pads, old school stuff. He's out of bounds, Timmy, but this guy's running instinctively. I love how the big fella, after he steps out of bounds, he's not finished, because watch him switch this ball to the other hand. He's out there, but watch him switch that hand.
That was pretty good. Lawrence, Kansas is home. Free State High School.
It is still a first down.
To get one thrown his way in this offense.
Ball's at the 32-yard line.
They go heavy. And it's another sweep option to Brooks.
All right, down at the 30-yard line.
Diagnosed by the Cowboy defense. They stop him just shy of their 30-yard line.
Devin Harper, one of many in that group to make the play.
2nd and 8.
Again, they were all over him. But, you know, just the way this team flows and runs and chases for Oklahoma State is impressive. But you've got to appreciate the fact that right now, Courtney Messingham, the offensive coordinator for Kansas State, has found a sweet spot. And he's moving the ball methodically and making them play left-handed.
And you see Courtney, his staff came over from North Dakota State. They're very familiar with one another. And the foundation has been set. Vaughn back in the backfield. Play fake. And they flush it out, and they go to Deneen again.
All right, first down. Down at the 15. I'm sorry, down at the 14.
Number 24.
Well, Harper better come with a little bit more when you're trying to bounce this kid out. That's the reason why I like him. One guy is not going to knock him out. Again, the isolation, the fake draw inside to 22 who tracked the tension there. You put that head down. Listen, you can't have the cape on, baby. When you come to tackle, you got to have your head up, and you got to run through this big guy right here, because he'll make you pay for it.
You know, back in the day, Frank Broyles would have been saying a deuce is he's one of those guys right now taking attention away, and the fullback is taking control. Vaughn gets it this time. And
all right, no gain on that play.
Evers was outstanding, the defensive tackle there. Brendan Evers, number 98, from Bixby, Oklahoma. That's your junior. Fantastic job of reading and reacting. You know, Mike does a great job of keeping some of those homegrown players out of Oklahoma. Bixby with a great program there, producing some outstanding defensive linemen, and he's the next iteration of it.
The word that Broyles would have used, Spencer, is deuce is a decoy.
Is a decoy.
He's a decoy. 2nd and 10. Not this time. Turns it back upfield.
Vaughn.
Wrapped up at the 11-yard line by the Cowboys. Devin Harper
down at the 11.
Very active at that linebacker position.
3rd and 7.
Time to time, spelling Malcolm Rodriguez.
Harper's a finisher, Tim, as we look at Mike Gundy trying to find a way if he can help out and help this defense, this stop unit. I can tell you Jim Knowles has got command of it. Nobody has done a better job with the stop unit this year.
3rd down and 7. Malik Knowles comes into the game, split wide to the top of your screen.
Oh, let's see if they come back to the field here, Tim. They got a lot of room to work with.
Into the end zone.
And incomplete. No flags. 4th and 7.
The redshirt senior from Leland, Mississippi.
I love the opportunity to get Malik Knowles involved, give him a chance to help you. You know he's had some problems with consistency, but boy, I couldn't think of a more important game and a more important time or context of a game to give him a chance to make a play.
Just a little contact early.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he might have gotten away with a little touch to the hat in the back of the head.
All right, 29-yard field goal attempt by Blake Lynch. Kick is up, and kick is good.
And the Wildcats lead it by 6.
All right, and I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. What's going on, Jacob? Bro, Maryland is crushing Penn State. That's crazy. I'm waiting for Ohio State game, says Jacob. Yeah, your boy is tired today.
And a marvelous day here. Wildcats enjoying themselves in a tradition-rich location, Snyder Family Stadium. And the 25% capacity for this game, and normally it's packed to the rafters. What I love most is the special social distancing with the band.
Oh, yeah.
And the majorettes are putting on quite a show for us, too. Boy, they love their college football here. This was a fair catch called on the little high.
All right, fair caught.
And it was Landon Wolf that took it in. When we come back.
All right, and I do have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. It is 6-0. We have 8:58 remaining in the half.
elite wide receivers.
All right, we are
There
back.
you go. You took the words right out of my
Played
mouth.
with Sanders and Thurman Thomas and Mike Gundy at quarterback.
You
yeah.
got it.
The old saying on Hartley, he got 4 programs on probation. Illinois, Mike White, I can go way back on that.
He did.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
Chuba Hubbard takes it ahead for 2 or 3. Hartley got hurt when he went to the next level, unfortunately. He was a wonderful receiver. This offense has struggled so far. And remember, no Tylan Wallace, a late scratch today. We were informed good to go, and then due to an injury, we do know it's injury related, he's unable to play today, and that really changes what the options are for Sanders, and we're not sure he's completely healthy, but he has stayed in there.
Let's see if they handle this formation. This is
Here's
tough.
a little move.
All right.
With a marker down.
Losing a couple of yards on that play. Presley.
Jerry McPherson, the free safety, is the one who blew it up, Timmy. I mean, he read that dead to rights. There's a flag on the play, obviously, but, man, you got to give credit because Oklahoma State came out in an unusual formation, which Oklahoma State probably hadn't seen.
Vander Velde will give us the call here after conversation with the officials.
So much of success on plays is about diagnosing and recognizing.
Are they going to pick it up? We've had that happen of late, too. We've had a lot of flags thrown that have then been picked up after
There is
long
a flag on the
conversations.
play.
So let's see.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 8. Offense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. We'll replay 2nd down.
That's Johnson, the wide receiver. Crack back variety here, Spence.
Yep, he's coming back on the inside again. This player is defenseless here, and it wasn't a violent, hit. It was on the shoulder. But again, when the guy's defenseless, not aware of it, you cannot make that play. And they're going to call it every time out of caution.
A little bit of a letter of the law, though, there, when you think about it.
Yeah, the formation was interesting, though, and again, I think the play was for naught because McPherson made an unbelievable.
This game's on Fox.
An unbelievable open field tackle there, blew it up.
I'm just trying to report all these dummies that are showing the game.
When you see an outlier formation like
putting
that, your
links
instinct
in their
has to come in.
description.
You basically, what I used to do
It's illegal.
was count numbers. When I get an offensive play and I see the call
Throwing
play's not
around,
going to
just
work,
reporting
I'm
them.
looking to go the opposite direction.
See what they're missing with Tylan Wallace. That's a lot. 588 reception yards. I mean, this is a big loss for them. There's the tight end, Jelani Woods, 89.
He's alone now.
Yeah, did he lose the ball on the way down? No, he picked it back up, so he's okay. Out to the 25-yard line. Still a lot to negotiate. 10 more yards needed for a first down.
And that was their base formation. There are 2 receivers and an X on the opposite side and a tight end.
Pressure. Sanders in trouble and down.
All right, loss of yards on that play.
Where to come from? You got wide tackles out there, wide in rushers. He can come from the inside. He can come from the outside. Ultimately, with the 4-man rush, they're able to affect the quarterback and, most importantly, get home. You can see him working there against Josh Seals, the left guard. An outstanding effort by a young, talented, gifted young man.
Spencer, I mentioned Randy White.
All right,
and I
4th
mentioned
and 16.
Bob Lilly to him yesterday.
He went old school.
And he went, huh? Who? But he dominates, and when he tackles people, he engulfs them. There's Brooks with the fair catch.
And I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. I hope the Oregon Ducks and Oregon State Beavers win their games later in tonight, Trucks. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, hold on a second. What's going on, Chase? All right. Not a whole lot, Chase. How about you, brother?
Looking at Wyatt Hubert, we touched on
All
earlier,
right,
young man from
we
Topeka.
are back.
He's got his second sack of the day, 4.5 on the season. The young man has just been all over the place. Grew up loving the Wildcats. That pass for
All
Deneen.
right, drop the
Incomplete.
pass.
They are using that fullback, H-back, quite a bit in this offense this afternoon.
Well, that's the first thing that he's dropped today. They've come to him 2 other previous times for 13 and 16 yards, and he proved that he can finish those runs as well. Jackson's done an outstanding job, and that's really, along with the jet.
Oh, yeah, I feel that one,
the
Chase.
discipline of this Oklahoma State defense has really been a problem trying to diagnose it. Otherwise, you'd not expect a guy his size to get open like he has.
Second down and 10. Look at that tight I formation with Vaughn dotting it. And he'll take it right behind Deneen. Cowboys.
All right,
just so
gain of
quick to
about a
react.
yard, maybe 2 on that play.
Ogbot Bamiga has been outstanding plugging those holes.
DeAndre Thomas also in there as well, trying to actually on the opposite side. But when you look at Oklahoma State, they're going to get a lot of bodies around the line of scrimmage to try to affect them. You can see Ogbot Bamiga does a nice job of being free, not covered up. Josh Reeves tried to get up there on that second level and block him, but he's just a little bit too elusive.
Third down and 8.
All right,
Defense,
third and 8,
the order of
out
day
the
for both
shotgun.
teams. Kansas State has had a couple of consistent drives using the running
Throws.
game. On the wheel route, incomplete.
Incomplete.
This time they tried Trotter. They had attempted
Heading
that
for
with
Trotter.
Deuce Vaughn in the
4th
earlier
and 8.
series.
They're set
It'll
to
be a
punt.
formation.
I didn't like that play, mainly because of the way this field sets up. When you go from shadow to the light, and it's a tough adjustment for a back to look and turn back into that. It's just really tough to see. You can see that light's glaring right there. And I'm not so sure he would have been able to make the play anyway. Nice defensive effort as well.
Howard wanted a marker, didn't get it. Zentner will boot it away. Stoner inside his 20 with another fair catch called. Uh-oh, look out. He did call for a fair catch. That'll be a
And
flag.
that is a flag.
As the mistake was made by Kansas State. Elijah Sullivan was down there, and he clearly waved for the, there it is.
Yeah, that hand went across his face, and
he couldn't see him. I get that. Sullivan could not see him.
Landon Wolf was out there trying to block in front of him, and again, and that's part of the problem. But
After
he
the play
clearly
is
did
over,
Stoner
personal
wave
foul,
across his face.
unnecessary roughness, number 0 of the kicking team, 15-yard penalty, first down, Oklahoma State. Timeout on the field.
No one feels worse. I think that may have been a situation of
All right, there's a
coming out of the
timeout.
shade and into the.
And I do have to mute it while we go to commercial break. As soon as we come back, I'll resume the game audio. All right, Brown, gain of about 8 on that play. And they got a first down. Ball near midfield. All right, Ashley. What's going on, Kathy? Oh, yeah, I definitely remember the Ravens-Steelers game. All right, 2nd and 4. All right, Stoner got a first down. 1st and 10. That's why we traded for Minka, for him to make big plays. Absolutely. Yeah, tomorrow I will be doing the Steelers and Cowboys game. What's going on? Get out of my swamp. All right, 2nd and 14. And Sanders gains a yard, 3rd and 13. Sanders got to throw it. All right, 4th and 13. All right, 4th and 13. They're set to punt. All right. Got it at the 11.
Fans everywhere.
Ooh.
It was cathartic, as all these Big 12 trips are. There's Gundy's got his own Secret Service.
All right.
And his own wannabe there. Love that. First down 10. Down in the backfield, and he'll carry it ahead to about the 18-yard line.
Vaughn got it to the 18-yard line.
Texas comes up to make the stop. Look at that. I love that. How good is that?
Mr. Anderson.
And by the way, you know, the social distancing, I'm sure they're friends. They got the mask on. That's all that really matters. I love that. That's a thing of beauty.
That's good stuff. That's fun.
Mike needs to get that mask up above his nose, though. He needs to get it
all
up
right,
above
second
his
and
nose.
3.
Second and 3. Tyler Burns now joins the other two backs in the backfield, and that's Vaughn.
Vaughn, the ball carrier, gets tripped over his own guy.
There again. It's tough. They run a power formation.
Third down.
Trying to make that play go, but Roy Schneider, the center, is the one that got pushed off the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Watch, you can see him up in the middle. 22 who's trying to get some plus yardage, but there's nowhere to go. These Oklahoma State defenders flow so well.
All right,
and they
third
play
and
with
6.
leverage.
Timeout.
Oh yeah, Kathy, I'm happy that they traded for the Jets linebacker as well.
That netted 60 yards, led to field goals for Blake Lynch, and that's the difference in the game. You see the conversation between Jelani Woods.
There's rumors that J.J. Watt heading to the Steelers.
The Oklahoma State sideline. Spencer,
hey, that'd be a power move right there.
Beyond Chuba and L.D. Brown, it really probably does mean Jelani Woods, right? The tight end. He's been utilized quite a bit. Had a big touchdown catch in the Iowa State win you and I had a couple of weeks back.
Yeah,
it would have to be after the season. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens on draft day.
81 yards that Kansas State has rushing. Oklahoma State with 1 yard rushing.
Right.
I mean, Cuba had next to a career high last year with 269.
All right, third and 6. A minute 58 remaining in the half.
If you don't have Tylan Wallace, you put a lot of pressure on Chuba Hubbard, and they've covered him up. So that's why I threw out the suggestion about maybe he and LD being out there together.
Yep. No question that Mike Gundy came in this game.
This might be the last game I do today. I'm exhausted. All right, got a first down to the 40, 45, 50. Got it 30. Wow, down at the 15.
And Dr. Holmes, too, came on the opposite side of him to try to stop him.
Kathy says, I'm a Steelers and West Virginia and Virginia fan. That's what's up.
Inside mesh, the jet sweep, all of this stuff affects the eye discipline. We talked about it a couple of plays. When guys get out of those gaps, you can see him, Agbagbomiga, trying to get him, and he can't quite get there, and he's intent trying to make it, man. He's huffing, puffing.
Yeah, your boy didn't get to bed until about 5 this morning, making sure I got all the thumbnails done.
Spencer, you know who's probably most proud of that play? His quarterback's coach, Colin Clark.
Then I had to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
His legs his entire career.
So your boy's on 3 hours of sleep.
Was with Bill Snyder and his staff, was retained.
Oh, Cowboys are definitely not beating the Steelers.
And, has been working with and really talked up Howard during the week. Will had a long conversation with his head coach and with Colin and Courtney Messingham. This 3-interception game was the first one for a K-State quarterback since Colin had one in 2012.
Steelers D is too good. The Steelers offense is too good. And I'll even trifecta it. The Steelers special team unit is also good.
Howard has been outstanding today. 4 plays of 66-plus yards. His 4th start. He's young. He's got a high.
Cowboys are moving to Alaska.
No question. They go trip to the top of your screen. Now that pass was low and was dangerously
almost
thrown.
intercepted.
Sterling had a shot at it. Pass was intended for Sammy Wheeler, one of the tight ends that they'll utilize behind Briley Moore. If you've noticed, we've not called Briley's name, so that back injury for him has taken him out of the game plan for Kansas State, much as would be the case for Tylan Wallace. That's another piece of weaponry taken away from one of these offenses this afternoon.
If they're going to score, they're going to get it from their known quantities down here. Again, look for 22 to get an option.
All right.
Protection now.
Trotter.
Inside the 10.
Down at the 6, maybe 7-yard line.
Number 24 with a tackle.
Yeah,
Third down.
Really interesting things here. It's almost like a form of counter programming.
3rd and 2.
I'm anticipating them going to deuce 22. We give it the Trotter down here.
Well,
when things start getting tight, it's a way to approach it.
He did it with Deneen earlier.
Yeah, he sure did.
He's a decoy, Spencer. Deuce has turned into a decoy. 3rd down and 2 coming up. There you see Coach Messingham is outstanding offensive coordinator for Kleiman.
Steelers might have to do a little extra versus the Bengals because of Joe Burrow.
And we've got a timeout being taken, and we will take come back for the waning second.
All right, and they are taking a timeout, so I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. Do you think Steelers going to beat the Ravens again? I do. I do, Kathy. What's my favorite soda? My favorite soda is Dr. Pepper. We need to use Vance McDonald more? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think that's the only missing link in Pittsburgh is their top-tier wide receiver, top-tier tight end.
And then force them into a situation where
and no, Eric Ebron is not a top-tier tight end. All right, down at the 4-yard line. Got the first down.
Tanner McAllister with the tackle. And the clock ticking.
All right. They clocked it, so 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd and 4.
Think about what he wants to do, but Timmy,
at the goal line.
They're playing the game the way they want to play it. Against this 3-man front here, a nice job of
isolating. Absolutely. You guys can do a whole lot with Vance.
There's nothing worse if you're a defensive back or a safety to see a
I call him Vance make them dance. Vance to make them dance.
It makes you a little nervous. It'll check your whole card, that's for sure.
You're okay with wasting the down, huh?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
They do have one timeout left. 2nd and goal.
Watch the switch route down here. Or Deuce.
Nah.
There it is.
He will not come to Detroit, and we don't want him. All right, 3rd and goal.
I'm not sure Wheeler was the option that they wanted to go. Listen, this is not what they do. They don't throw the ball to the edges. With a young quarterback, I get it. But they've got this OSU defense so cognizant of the inside games and the gaps that the run game has given up that they're going to have some individual matchups. And to ask a guy to win down here is not a big deal. You can pick. You can do a number of things. You don't have to have a great athlete to get a pick down here, Tim.
Oklahoma State's defense.
Yeah, Michael Thomas will be playing this week.
Well, they need all
he will be playing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
A natural pick right down here.
Howard over the middle.
Oh, and we got a touchdown. Phillip Brooks with the touchdown. Oh, yeah, Clayton Cardinals are definitely good.
They're going to go for 2, it would appear.
Brooks is on the inside, Timmy. Find the matchup.
Hey, Jorge, you already know.
Hesitation that does it.
Yeah. Cardinals will pick up the victory.
All you need is one guy to win. It doesn't have to be an over-the-top physical advantage.
And the play fake to Vaughn had the linebackers biting.
What's up, Casey?
They go for 2 here. Howard again to the corner.
Oh, and he dropped the 2-point conversion.
That one could have used a little more air underneath it.
Well,
just a little.
It's a tough catch to make, but when you got a guy that scored, he's flying high and excited about it. Feed him anyway. But you're right.
Yeah, I seen that Quan Alexander trade.
Looking for more.
Some would say it may be early.
That's crazy, though. Let me look at the remaining schedule. Oh, appreciate that, Casey. Hey, don't talk about sleepwalking. Your boy will pass out. I am that tired.
Howard's 5th touchdown
All
pass,
right,
3
we
for
are
3
back.
in the red zone
Chargers
today
were done
for
for trading
the
Desmond
Wildcats.
King.
Still perfect
Facts.
on the year, 24 of 24, 16 touchdowns, 8 field goals. Again, a pooch kick that is taken by Brandon Wolf. And now with just a little bit of time remaining here in the half, let's see if the Cowboys try to muster anything or if they just take a knee. It has been very difficult.
All right, got to mute it for the copyrighted music. Okay, so they're 5-2 right now.
Defense.
All right, we're back.
Cowboys.
Yeah, they're going to sit on it, think about it at halftime, and try to make some changes, much needed changes, what with Tylan Wallace being unable to go. To this point, Spencer, I'd say that's the most impactful aspect of this game. Tylan Wallace, a late scratch. It's severely hampered the Cowboys.
And they'll send them in after a 9-play, 89-yard
I think 12 and 4.
2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Between
Having
12
handled you on
or
the offensive side of the ball,
12 or
that'll make you
11.
change your mind.
Yeah, Will Howard had him called.
All right, that is halftime. All right, I am going to take a quick halftime break. I will be in the chat where we could chat it up. But I am going to take a quick halftime break, and I will see you guys at the start of the third quarter.
This a LP. This a LP.
What's going on, Shadow Chief? Says, hey guys, sorry I haven't been in the stream today. I hope everything went well. I'm just dealing with a few personal things right now. But hey, I want to see, I see the gang is here. Hope y'all been doing all right. Hey, appreciate you coming through, brother. Hopefully everything is all right. And prayers out to you. What's going on, Arku? Says my Sooners are 31-3 at half at usual. Wow. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Barb. And like I said, you're only as old as you feel. So if you feel like you're 25 on hold, well, guess what? Then you're 25 on hold. They are playing KU. What do you expect? Says Arku. Oh, absolutely, Shadow Chief. Yeah, Jacob. They got it steamrolled. Oh, man. Hey. They need some milk. That's what they need. They need some milk, some Jesus, and some prayers. Because it's all downhill this year for Michigan Wolverines. Jacob says that's good with Ohio State fans. Hey, I'm sure that is. Hey, but like I said, it's Ohio State's year. You know, they're playing lights out football. You know, they possibly have a top 5 draft pick at quarterback. I don't see a top 5 quarterback at a top 5 draft pick at quarterback. But I mean, hey, I guess I don't draft quarterbacks out of Ohio State. One, because of the system that they run on offense. That does not translate well in the National Football League. And I've never really seen a Ohio State quarterback that actually did something in the National Football League. So I would never draft a quarterback at least in the first 4 rounds. You know, but I've seen strange things happen. You know, just like Michigan, I don't draft a quarterback out of Michigan. I mean, you got lucky one time with Tom Brady, and he was a 6th round draft pick. You know, and that's coming from a Michigan fan. You know, like I said, on this channel, I keep it 100. Can you still draft your fantasy team? What do you mean, Kathy? Because we've been had our fantasy team. Next year we will have again the Infinite Sports Network fantasy league. We're gonna do that every year. Where subscribers, members, and members of the Infinite Sports Network will be in it. And what do you call it? We'll have it to where, you know, we can all have fun and things like that. In that league, my team is doing all right. It is 6-2. I'm in 4th place. That is due to the points. And then in the other league, that is just Infinite Sports Network members, I am 6-2 and in 2nd place. Barb says, okay, why no thumbs up? We got 15 in the building and 25 thumbs up. Appreciate that. I still don't know why I trust YouTube on Saturdays. They do not do their job. You know what? I should just take down the 2nd stream or the 3rd stream, because I am going to call it a day after this one. All right. Your boy has only had 3 hours of sleep. Oh, they're not going to lose to the Cowboys tomorrow. That is hashtag facts. So, Jacob, we're going to have a celebratory victory tomorrow. Hey, I didn't do that, Jorge, but that sounds about right. Yes, I am streaming that game. I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to do the Lions and the Vikings, followed by the Steelers and Cowboys, and then I'm going to nightcap it with Sunday Night Football as usual. And that matchup is the Saints and the Buccaneers. And then on Monday, I'll be doing Monday Night Football. But yeah, after this half is over with, I am going to call it a day. I'm going to get some rest. I do got to still make the thumbnails for tomorrow. Set that all up and get ready for that. And so we'll be locked and ready to roll tomorrow. And so I'll be doing that. And then I'm going to get some rest because your boy is exhausted. Like I said, 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still functioning. You know. But yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. And then next week, stay tuned. Keep an eye out on my community post because I am going to let you, the subscribers, choose which game I will do. Obviously, it'll be majority votes. Majority will win. But you're going to choose the 1 o'clock game and the 4:25 game. Look at the schedule, whatever games you guys want to see. The majority of them will win that time slot. But I'm going to need to know by Thursday so I can have enough time to make the thumbnails and things like that. I don't think I'm getting that, Jorge. I think it's the Steelers. Oh, you're getting it? It might be on the West Coast. Because you are close to Arizona. Jets are a sad team, but at least they have Trevor Lawrence, I think that is. What's going on in the Spotlight Raiders Talk? Says, yo, bro, check your Voxer message. I actually don't have that, Derrn, but let me work some things out. Maybe I could get it to you today, okay? Justin Fields underrated as he has some wheels. Yeah, but see, this is the thing about Ohio State, okay? They're a very good team, but this is where they fail at, okay? They don't have that transitioning from college to pros. Like something up and down, whatever they run in college doesn't translate to the National Football League.
Is back deep.
All right, we are back. All right, it's going to be placed at the 25-yard line. Kansas State with the ball first in the second half. But Justin Fields in college is bar none one of the best.
To throw the touchdown pass to Brooks.
Yeah, well, don't look now, but Howard's got a bunch of yards today. And
but he's going to have a tough
on the ground and
matchup in the National Football League.
Last drive that helped them get their first touchdown. Tried for 2, by the way, and failed. Hence the score.
He might be another Johnny Manis. Possible.
Or that 12 personnel look of theirs with the extra tight end and a fullback. Vaughn takes it inside, stopped by Trey Sterling.
All right, Vaughn was the ball carrier.
From
the second down and 6, gain of 4.
Even though it's a small lead, they want to preserve what they have and continue to push the ball up forward and make Oklahoma State try to force a turnover or something. They're going to give up the ball. There will be no repeat as it was last week with turnovers with this team.
Whenever you hear a coach say 12 personnel, that does mean 1 back, 2 tight ends, 1 and 2. Second down and 6.
All right, play action.
Again.
Got it to the fullback. Just a yard short of a first down.
There you go.
Yeah, Keandre Thomas was there. Jackson Dean was there to catch that ball and bring it in. And you can see them trying to close it on the back end. And that's Trey Sterling, the safety that closes in. He finally gets there, but not after a couple of yards gain. And again, it's Jax. I love the way they work this guy in the middle of the field.
Third and 2.
And even across the middle from time to time.
Third down and 2. They must have had a little IFB going with your snapshots at halftime.
All right, double deuce in motion. Got the handoff. And no gain. Losing a yard.
Cowboys defense in front. That's Tyler Lacey.
That's 4th down.
Leading the charge. And it's 4th down.
Now, this is one of the situations where they want to stay away from. They want to be able to. They'll win the field position battle if they stay this way, as long as this Oklahoma State offense stays benign like it has. Truba Hubbard struggling for ground yards on the ground makes them one-dimensional. I don't think Stoner can carry the load by themselves and get them out of the situation they're in. We'll see what Mike Gundy has in store.
4th and 3. They're set to punt.
They'll call on Jack Bloomer this time, 43, who does punt from time to time when Zentner doesn't.
They got to get personnel in there, right?
Time given by the officials to get the right personnel in, and I think we're going to get a flag for this. A flag.
All right.
5-yard penalty.
Delay a game.
Thing you got to remember is whenever you're changing your lineup, officials have to give time for the defense to get set as well, and that put
what's going on, Brian?
A little bit behind the play clock 8 ball there.
Yeah.
Dylan Stoner is back deep. Immediate fair catch call.
All right, ball's at the 25-yard line.
Does the job.
All right, and I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Not a whole lot, Brian. How about you? Who do you think is winning the Super Bowl? We got a lot of good teams. I mean, it could be Sorry about that. This commercial's hilarious. Shout out to Browns Nation. Oh, how I love that Bud Light commercial. But I mean, you got your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, you got the Seattle Seahawks, you got who else? You got the Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens. You also got who else? Green Bay Packers. So I mean, you got about 6 or 7 different teams that could win it all. Nah, not the Bears. Actually, right now, if the playoffs started today, the Bears are not in the playoffs. It's either they're not in the playoffs or it's I go for the Panthers. We ain't doing nothing. Chase says, duh, Bears. It's either the Bears are in the playoffs if it started today or it's the Rams. But one of the two teams are not in the playoffs right now. All right, Chubba Hubbard. Gain of a yard. Miss Johnson says, playoffs? Playoffs? I was just trying to win a game. Shout out to Jim Mora. All right, Hughes is down. It is 2nd and 9.
On what will be 2nd and 9.
Oops. All right, I for real got to remember to put the audio back on when it gets back. I mean, if Nick Foles can get hot at the right time, they could actually make the playoffs. I would not put it past the Bears not making the playoffs. I think their defense is there. I just think that, I mean, they can't lose. Is what I'm trying to say. Because any loss, puts them behind the 8 ball. Yeah, the Seattle Seahawks do look really good this year. Hey.
Oh my God! Got him!
That one's for Jorge. Says Miss Johnson, you have to record playoffs with that voice of yours. It would be better than Truck saying it anyways. Hey, Miss Johnson, if you want to send me that what do you call it? I'll put it on the I'll put it. All right, we are back.
In today's yards, it's amazing. Hubbard.
All right, Hubbard got near the 40, down at the 38. Uh-oh, Chuba Hubbard is hopping.
He got stuck in that turf. It turned on him. I'm not sure if it's ankle or knee, but something's not right.
Well, Hunter Woodward is up front, and he's holding a little bit up there, but that allowed him to get through. And number 30, man, he's an elite player. Their elite players are down now.
Oklahoma State really banged up over the middle.
Oh, right off his fingertips.
Jelani Woods. And I was just about to say, Spencer, without Chuba, who's now a little bit shaky, you don't have Wallace. Jelani Woods is your next best guy, isn't he, for an explosive play?
I think so. At least the context has been set up that way for the second half. And this doesn't look good as Hubbard sits down, and there's your wide receiver right there. Those two players are catalysts for this offense. And with your tight
I feel
end,
bad for my
that was
boy
just all on
Trox.
him.
He's a
He
Lions
needed to choke
fan.
his motor and slow it down just a little
I
bit.
am.
Gather himself
But, you know,
to make that play. That's a
when you
decent
have
vertical
guest
throw for the
appearances
quarterback
from
to catch by the tight end
Simba, it makes it a whole lot easier to be a Lions fan. Ain't that right?
A quick cross to Landon Wolf, and he just sat down on that one to get the first down in front of Elijah Sullivan.
Well, here's the play for Chuba here, and he's got a guy, Wyatt, chasing him. And
It might be his
apparent what
kneecap.
happened, but it looks like a
Might be a
lower
bruise.
extension type pain.
Presley
with the leg.
with that one after a gain of about a yard, maybe two. Sullivan with the stop. Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it?
No, it doesn't. He's got the, you can tell it in his eyes. You know, he's got
All
that
right, there's
unsure
flag
look
on the
in his
play.
eyes, and you know, you always wonder, you hate to think about, he's still got the moxie to cheer him on right now, but he's got a definite limp on him in the sideline.
There was a flag down. We never got an announcement from the referee.
Wow.
1st and 5. Offsides on the defense was the call. Never made.
All right, offsides was the call.
And then we heard.
So 1st and 5.
Sanders, he's their best runner.
Sanders got the first
Sanders
down.
safely for the first down at the 33. And that may be the answer, Spencer. Call your
And
own
now
number.
there's another
No question
flag.
about it. Again, the key is they've got to make a move as the flag is down, but they've
What's
got
going
to
on,
make
Braden?
that pocket move.
Says
And
Tress
how do
for
you
Heisman.
do that without a legitimate threat in Hubbard out?
After
Wallace
the play is
out?
over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit. Number 4, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Oh, my God.
All right, personal foul. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, Wayne Jones, and I don't know, Spencer.
That's on Jones.
I mean, this is tough right here. Take a look.
Yeah, I mean, he's up. I mean,
He's already started to. I mean, your momentum's carried you. I don't think he went head hunting. That was a little ticky-tack.
All right, ball's at the 21.
First and 10. I know he's helpless, the quarterback. L.D. Brown stopped.
And that is Brown, the ball carrier. Gain of a couple.
Really came down on
We're
that
up
free safety
41-21.
spot. And you know, I
Says
tell you what,
Braden.
unless it's an interior run with number 30 out of the game and with Tylan Wallace out of the game, I would make the quarterback beat me. I would spy
All right,
him.
second
I
and
would load him
7.
up and say, one of these other guys have got to beat us.
Little pump fake from Sanders.
Great job.
Sanders out of bounds.
Of the intended receiver, Landon Wolf.
Now you're starting to see Joe Clouderman's defense dial up more pressure. And it's not just because of the proximity, getting close to that red zone area.
Oh,
It's
wow,
because of
Kathy.
the depleted offense
Your fantasy
of
team
the
has
Oklahoma
DK
State
Metcalf
Cowboys.
and
But Joe
Russell
Hubbard
Wilson.
on the sideline.
Hey,
They
that
should
deserved
be over a year ago.
Oh, my
That
God.
weapon is no
All
longer
in
there.
itself.
Both the threat in the throw game and the run game not available to you.
What's your team, like
Boundary side
8-0 or something like that?
for the corner.
Nice defense.
Oh, and intercepted. Is it inbounds?
But I don't know that he was out. I think he may have been out of bounds. They're really good incomplete.
That's a
All
heck
right,
of a
it's
defensive play,
incomplete.
no matter what it is. I'm talking about not putting himself in a position
You're
where
about
he
to
could
get.
have drawn a
Oh
personal
my
foul
goodness!
or
Yeah,
whether
you're
a
about to be
penalty on that
perfect.
play.
Yeah.
Keandre played it about as well as he could play it.
All right,
Knocking that out of
4th
the air. He
and
claimed it as his
7.
own.
Was intended for Landon Wolf.
You're about to win out.
So watch him. He's got his eye on the ball. That's the key, Tim. That's his ball. As
Oh
much
yeah,
as
he's out of
anybody's.
bounds.
He was
Yep.
out.
It's clearly out of bounds, but again, I just like the fact that he's so assertive. He owns that ball from a defensive standpoint. That shows you maturity.
Here's Alex Hale, 11 of 12, 44 yards, his longest this year.
All right, kick is up, and the kick is
And he sends it right to
good.
the Kansas State band in the end zone, and it's 12-3. So at least
All right. It is 12-3. Oklahoma finally getting on the board. Never mind, someone auto-drafted him. I hate that. I hate auto-draft. You're about to get James Conner? That's what's up. Why is everyone drafting my players? Kathy, are you in a like a weekly fantasy league? I'm in the draft right now. That's what's up. Who's on the board that's left? Who's on the board at running back? Miles Sanders or David Montgomery? If it's those two, I would go David Montgomery. Gibson is solid, but I don't know if he's going to get the amount of touches. Oh, I would go Kareem Hunt. All right, got a touchback. Oh, you took Sanders? You're going to get Kareem Hunt?
now there's no question about that. The vote was big.
It was huge. Record-setting, most ever in our nation's 244-year history.
And we wish the new president all the best in bringing our divided country together.
All right. We got flags on the play.
And we got a marker down.
Well, that's just the fourth one of the game, and otherwise been pretty clean.
False start, number 76. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Rivas.
All right, false start on Kansas State.
You know, these are two really offensive lines that are young. Duffy is a sophomore. He's moved from right to left. Rivas is really the most experienced. Only one with appreciable playing time coming in, the junior out of Hutchinson, Kansas.
Rivas trying to get up there to that second level.
Oh, absolutely.
Usually, if it's a run play, he's got to move
All right,
to
first
that
and
next level.
15.
Gets a little bit anxious trying to get to his spot.
First and 15.
Just a four-man
Hey,
rush.
facts,
Looking
Miss
for the big
Johnson.
play, looping it, intended for Brooks.
This is a football game, not.
And again, really
politics.
Coverage from Thomas Harper. The free safety was right there with him.
Oh, you got
That's
Kareem
one thing
Hunt?
they trust
Sweet.
his defensive back for Oklahoma State. Look at all of them locked up in man, press coverage, turning and running, not afraid to, and then identifying the ball late so as to avoid any potential conflict with the officials and interpretation of pass interference. That's just excellent next-level defense right there.
I'm looking at A.J. Brown. That's a good pickup.
Coordinator's really done a nice job with this defense. Limit explosives. Get off the field on 3rd and 4th down. Smart swarm. That's what they're all about. And Howard.
All right. Gain of a yard on that play.
Swarmed by Trace Ford, number 94.
Well, they're disciplined, too, and that would be a 4th acronym that I would actually include in that as well. So disciplined but active. A lot of times you get teams that are active but they're not disciplined. Look at that wide 9 technique on the outside. He knows he's got to play leverage, but hey, once that ball is identified, he's zeroing in for the play.
How about Jason
All right,
Taylor?
3rd and 14.
He's athletic. Jason is probably a little bit more sinewy, a little leaner, but he's physical, no question about that. I love his footwork.
I think the quickness is what jumped out at me.
Okay, Chase Claypool, let's go.
Howard, incomplete. Taylor had run that quick curl. I think
All right,
he heard
4th
some
and
footsteps
14.
coming behind him too, and could not haul it in. Tanner McAllister was right behind him, and it'll be a punt formation again for Kansas State.
Well, this defense is doing its part. Again, that ball was a little bit off thrown there. Probably should have been caught anyway. Taylor's got to do a better job of getting his body in front of it and make it. If it touches your hands, you got a chance to make a play.
Ty Zentner is back in to punt away.
Another penalty.
Flag down. That ball was just high. I mean, totally missed.
All right, there's a flag on the play.
And a very, very poor punt. We'll check the marker.
I'll tell you what, if this is against Kansas State, it's going to be an issue because you're talking about this short.
Yeah, well, you
field.
You decline it.
During
you
the
take
kick,
the ball.
it's holding number 18 receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. It's first down, Oklahoma State.
Big break.
Well, that still is good field position for Oklahoma State.
And don't be
all right.
In a typical situation, they take a
That
shot.
was on.
I know Mike Gundy enough. But without Wallace in the game right now,
that was on Oklahoma
he's probably
State.
going to be more conservative with it. But this is the type of scenario where Mike
still
is going
got
to take
good
a shot
field
right
position.
Now. Excellent
near
field position,
midfield.
plus 40, plus 50. He's going deep.
Sean Michael Flanagan was the guilty party on
Nothing
the
much, fixing spending
saw
some
the,
time with my dog before
conversation
dark.
going
That's
on
what's
between the
up.
two.
Right now, Kansas State is winning 12-3. We have 9:41 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Let's see who Mike Gundy trusts in this situation. 2 things. Will he stay true to form, and who is he going to call on to trust to make a play deep? You got a
Have Deshaun Watson as backup.
Available. Let's see if Stoner or someone makes it.
L.D. Brown on the pitch towards the
All
boundary.
right, Brown. Brown got loose. Got to the 30, 20, 10, 5, and down at the 1 or maybe 2 yard line.
Credit for the stop, and it was a touchdown saving stop.
I don't know how he got there from that wheel linebacker position, but number 0 got there in a hurry, man. Love this play call. It's a toss sweep. Old school football here. No Chuba, no problem. Here comes LD.
Yep.
Don't need big pounds, baby. He got great judicious style of running. Another penalty.
Yeah, trying to go fast.
Who's on the board, Kathy?
Number 73, offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
If Darren Waller's on the I would go maybe after him.
When you try to go fast. Here's the missed tackle.
Yeah, you start sticking the shoulder.
Jonnu
You can't
Smith.
do that against this bunch. You got to be intentional. Ross Elder.
He's
at that
solid.
wheel linebacker position, stick the shoulder in there, man. You got to keep
I would
your
go
head up and make the play. But
Jonnu
this is great
Smith.
running, an instinctive running, knowing where the flow is. Chuba's digging it big time. Yes, sir.
That was a poor idea, though, to go fast and have a procedure penalty. Now they're backed up again, even more. They were on the doorstep at the 1 yard line. Now Wyatt Hubert with a
All right,
play.
2nd and
Goal
goal.
to go, Spencer. You know, I think sometimes when you
Gronk
try to
has
go
been
quick
eating.
after a big run like that, you're doing a disservice to your offense.
Yeah, Rob
I like this play from a
Gronkowski has
defensive
been
standpoint.
eating
I don't disagree
these
with you, Paul. I
past
think you're
couple
right, in
weeks.
fact. But I'm just digging this Wyatt Hubert. And I love his style of play, man. Now, from an offensive standpoint, what the quarterback gives you here is mobility. The playbook actually
I'll go
expands
Gronk.
for him. Let's see if they spread it out and go run.
Well, Chuba Hubbard is back in the game.
Yeah, but I'd run it, Tim.
2nd and goal. Pressure. Sanders flushed. He's got
All right, Sanders taking it himself down at the 8-yard line. I'm sorry, the 9-yard line.
25 that took him out.
2 series ago, I said if I'm Kansas State and playing defense here, I would spy the quarterback. Most quarterbacks, when you get down here, you don't do this. You don't have the ability to run the ball. You don't trust their athleticism, but you wonder if that injury that we sensed early on is playing a role in him being able to get to the outside.
Gundy's beside himself, Spencer. I think he's upset with the illegal procedure call at the 1-yard line. I think he's still upset that they got backed up after they were at the 1-yard line. And you see he's letting the side judge know. The head linesman.
All right, 3rd and goal.
Look at that sweep, Presley!
And got a touchdown. Brandon Presley with the touchdown.
He got what he wanted with a jet sweep. Big time play call there.
Yeah, I remember when Chase got 4 touchdowns.
Look at the defensive effort, too, by A.J. Parker, number 12.
I did that game.
He's coming all the way across from his position. Just can't make the open field play, and Presley goes in with some moves, just like Elvis.
Alex Hale for the extra point. A little something to think about, Spencer.
All right, kick is up,
How
kick
often
is
do we talk
good.
about chasing points? Kansas State.
All right, and I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game is over, or as soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Which Johnson? Mike Evans, I don't know about it. I mean, if you need a flex, I would definitely get him, but if you need a starter, oh, Deontay Johnson. I would go Mike Evans. Mike Evans would be your best flex spot. All right, Brandon Cooks, I could dig that. Oh my goodness. D-Hop, DK, and Devontae? That's, yeah, wow.
The 5'8", 165-pound freshman taking it in on the jet sweep, Spencer T.
2-time state champion. He knows what it's like to score. He just first time getting there this year. But Presley gets in there and he says, "Oh, see right on. Well, look, what do I've come?"
By the way, getting a little Chuba in there got some attention away from Presley. And you talk about Gundy's being a schematic coach.
All right, that is a touchback. Ball be placed at the 25-yard line.
Oh, there was.
All right. I should get Josley. I don't know who that is. What's going on, Slime Boy?
What an interesting game this has turned into. Defensive struggle.
Hey, I got D-Hop in my other league, so I know all about that.
Conservative in their first 2 series. See what they do here. Trotter.
All right, gain of about a yard, maybe 2 on that play.
Pushing him back.
Well, see, something they're definitely going to have to do. They're going to get back to those.
Oh,
jet
Joe
motions,
Sly or
something to
Mason
affect
Crosby?
this defense, because the first half
I'll go Mason
was
Crosby.
defined by testing the eye discipline of this athletic defense. You get them acclimated to chasing him, then maybe you can hit him with misdirection. Right now, they're just running the ball up the middle.
I'll go Crosby.
2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2. Deuce Vaughn back in the backfield. The boys bring 4. Yep, they swing it out to Deuce. Vaughn gets as much
Vaughn
as
just
possible
short of a
before he
first.
downs at the
It's going to be
32-yard
3rd
line.
and 3.
I mean, that doesn't look like anything, but he got you 3 yards when he shouldn't have had any on that play, just because of his elusiveness.
You know,
Hey, you still got to go through me, brother.
Well, you know, listen, you see that all the time. And watching him yesterday, Timmy, his build.
And guess who's
different
back?
position, but he reminds me of
Christian
Kyler Murray.
McCaffrey.
He's got a similar build in the way he's built relative to the position.
And that guy right there, he's compared to favorably and for understandable reasons. Sproles just a dynamite back. Howard.
Oh.
Pretty good. I think he made it.
No gain on that play. 4th down.
2 guys that love to meet you in a bad humor.
But Trace Ford is the one to chase that thing down from the back and really put it in there in a hurry. I mean, these guys are so active and fluid, man. Look at 4 guys around the ball.
They stopped him sharp. That's 3 straight 3-and-outs for Kansas State, Spence.
All right, 4th and 2.
They're good at that, man. And eventually you keep playing around with this offense, they're going to manufacture something, because Mike Gundy is one of the best in the business at doing it.
Fair catch called by Dylan Stoner at the 30. 5:40 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. K-State led by 12 at halftime. And
Hey, trust me, he's going to be running, and he's going to be catching.
Wide open 2-point play that Brooks could not bring in.
And the number 1 overall pick will be a running wild.
They've now put themselves in a vulnerable spot. You see the Cowboys' first half yards in the last 2 drives. They've eclipsed it just in the first 2 drives of the second half.
That's what offensive adjustments are about. They found their tight end. Probably could have had more production if you settle down on the hash marks and make a play with your tight end. But
all right, 1st and 10.
Stoner in motion. They swing it out to him. Got a little help. Some blocking from the outside. T. Denson, number 8.
Decent game.
One of those safeties, true freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, with the tackle.
It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Helping his battery mate, number 1, out on the perimeter blocking. There's Casey Dunn up top, the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys there in the middle. In the black.
Kathy says can't wait until Sunday.
Long time, well over a decade.
There's some great ones that have been OCs.
All right, that's Brown. Brown gets loose again. Got it to the 45. 1st down.
Ross Elder, number 19.
What's going on, Keith?
Strong safety with the tackle. And L.D. Brown.
And as McPherson tried to make the play 31, he spun out of that. Like that. I love that little.
Hey, you already know, brother.
If L.D. was down on the ground, and he's not completely healthy, at least for the moment, he has to come out of the game himself.
Love that spin move. That's why you keep your head up when you're spinning, man. Brown did a fantastic job of making a guy miss. You had him in your gun sights, but you got to finish the play. McPherson had a shot. Look at this. See, his head goes down. Now, let's see the injury, what happens here, Tim, if we can see it. Maybe that knee to the head.
Yeah. Desmond Jackson is now checked into the game. Number 27. Transfer from Hutchinson Community College, El Dorado, Arkansas.
All right, 1st and 10.
And they'll take it.
Nice read.
Pretty strong back. Number 3.
All right, gain of about a yard, maybe 2 on that play.
That's a pretty nifty move, too, for a bigger guy. You know, usually guys can see that, but can't make that cut
It's going to be
across
2nd
their
and
body.
7.
So oriented to where the play was designed to go, but give the defense credit for taking that initial gap away. So he had to find something just to the right of it. But sometimes what you see in your body don't necessarily cooperate.
Oh, absolutely. There's going to be probably even more. I'll take the over on that one.
Oklahoma State's going to be glad because they're getting banged up.
Yes, they are.
They were banged up coming in. They're more banged up.
All right. Sanders
Slides down safely, shy of the line.
just short of a first.
They'll spot him at the 37, maybe 38-yard line, it would appear. So a third down and almost 4.
All right, 3rd and 4.
Sanders
Got it for a first down.
And a first down.
Got the quick game working right now on that previous play. Preston Wilson, 74 along that offensive line, giving Sanders exactly the time that he needs to complete plays. So now you lull him in and then take a little bit of extra time here to make a play.
Empty backfield, they go to Wolf again. Landon, a red shirt from Tulsa, Oklahoma. 5'11", 175, being used a great deal. Remember, no Tyler
You got Mike Williams.
Out injured, a late scratch for today's game.
A lot of great players come out of East Central High School, where former Lombardi winner Tony Casillas played football for the Cardinals.
All right, 2nd and 1.
Saw him just a little over a year ago at Eurovid.
And they got the first down.
Down to the 17-yard line.
Brown was the ball carrier.
Here's the effort up front. Wyatt gets in there and gets nose him. You know, that's what you call making the play work for you. He knew that he had contained, but he had the athleticism to commit to the inside. And he
all right, 1st and 10.
State defensively looks a little tired, Spencer. Yes, they do. L.D. Brown looking to shake another tackle.
Brown, gain of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 17. These quick 3 and outs for Kansas State have kept Oklahoma State's offense on the field for the bulk of this quarter. And, you know, you get the feeling that the Wildcats are a little gassed right now.
Yeah, Keandre Thomas has got to keep his wits about him as well. Because Coach Kleiman knows when you get on the outside of that, these guys are well-conditioned, but sometimes they get frustrated when you're possessing the ball like Oklahoma State is not really
all right,
done
2nd and 9.
And then all of a sudden, they're moving it on you. You get frustrated. Keandre's got to be mindful of that.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. 2nd and 9.
Oh, got sacked.
Wyatt Hubert.
Hubert with the sack.
I love this kid, man.
What's that to like?
He so reminds me of the way J.J. Watt was when he came in the league early. You can see him that wide technique. That's where he makes his impact. Upfield and then rip arm. Does a nice job of slapping that hand away.
All right, 3rd and 16.
Like that. Josh Seals, the left guard, try to keep him from getting to the quarterback, but that guy right there, when he gets you in his gun sights,
There
he's
is
going
no
to get
foul
home.
for false start. The ball was not made ready for play. It's still 3rd down.
By the way, do you notice he's got a lot more locks today under his helmet than he had when we met with him yesterday?
Well, he's been growing it out, man. Look at this guy.
It's his 18th career sack, 3.5 sacks today.
I just love his attitude. I love everything about his game.
Hubbard back in the game in the backfield. Look out.
All right, Hubbard.
And down to the 15. Give it up for Chuba. Playing hurt.
It's going to be 4th down.
McPherson, the safety, in space, making the tackle.
Well, there's so many things you can think about. You know, giving LD a little break here. Hubbard still limping a little bit off the field, but he's trying to give his team something. In the middle, make sure he's going to got great ball security, pad level low. Low man wins. He knows it.
You know, sometimes just having his presence on the field means the defense has to honor so much more, and that's what the kid did. Alex Hale.
All right, 33-yard attempt. Oklahoma State for the lead. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
And look out. Cowboys have come from...
All right, and I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. What's going on, Michael Collins? Yeah, Keith. Welcome to Saturday Night Football. Kathy says, haha, the Wildcats blowing the lead. Was winning 12-0. Wow.
13-12 our score. You're looking at the young man from Alberta, Canada. Kid from Calgary come in to make such a difference with his team. And now playing hurt, got back out there. I thought he was a catalyst in the last drive that got them the touchdown.
All right,
Spencer.
it's
They used him as a
13-3.
decoy. There he made a critical run to get him in position for Hale's field goal. He's
K-State
13 of
went up
14 on the
12
year.
zip.
Is Hale, and now the
And they
Cowboys
just
lead
allowed
for the first
13
time.
unanswered
Reluctantly,
points.
Juba Hubbard has become just what Deuce has become, Deuce Vaughn, for this Kansas State team, a decoy for most of this game. But there's more than one way you can help your ball club.
Time now for Moments of Protection, brought to you by Allstate. Get better protection.
All right, I do got to mute it for the copyrighted music. It's been all field goals for K-State.
Way to deal with him. If at some point in time, the way this game is going, turn it more into a defensive struggle, if he's not going to be the deciding player. We tend to look at offensive players to break games open, but this guy can shut one down equally as well.
All right, first and 10. K-State with the ball at the 25.
Nothing in this half.
And Vaughn, oh, okay, they're calling it down.
They may have said that his forward progress had been stopped.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened, because Keandre Thomas came in, the cornerback number 3, and when he came and then turned over, that ball comes flying out. His forward progress, it was shut down. Pad level, that stop right there. You're going backwards.
Yeah. By the way,
and plus he was down.
Oklahoma State in this half, 147 yards.
All right, second and 6.
K-State had 217 yards, and Oklahoma State only 83 in the first half.
Well, it's 13 unanswered points, and that's the net of it from I see it. Kansas State is
all right, just a yard short of a first down, 3rd and 1.
That's a big run there by Trotter to get him a first down as we come to the end of the third quarter. They flipped the script, did the Cowboys, in the second half. Just as you...
All right, that is the end of the third quarter. It is 13-12. Oklahoma State with the lead. Hey, Miss Johnson.
Dude, you've got one job.
Facts. What's going on, Michael Johnson? Jorge says trucks. Barb says you need a bee sting. Trucks. Miss Johnson is about to send her audio. You got mine. You are the judge. Okay. Barb says, now you're talking with the B.
Quarter, it's been all Cowboys. Mike Gundy's team has gotten the job done even without all that they usually have in their arsenal, and a hurt Chuba Hubbard.
All right, third
The
and
difficult
one.
truth is 0 first downs for K-State in the third quarter.
We're in the money quarter. Got the first down to the 40. Ball near midfield, down at the 46-yard line.
Out of bounds by Rodarius Williams.
Glad we got that nugget in there. Otherwise, it wouldn't have mattered, right? So that's the first conversion on third down they've had this half. It's amazing. So they've got to continue that trend. Otherwise, when Oklahoma State ultimately has the ball, their adjustment is evident. 117 yards rushing for the Cowboys in the third quarter only, but only had 9 in the entire first half.
All right,
Give
first
Oklahoma
and
State's
10.
defense a lot of credit. We've not seen that big run or big reception from Deuce.
That was it. Stop the explosive plays.
Another play fake to him, and there goes Howard again.
All right. Good gain on that. Second is short.
Dividends all day. Thomas Harper, the tackle.
Well, that's obviously part of their solution is to stop Bond from beating them. They've taken him away, but
Barb
then they put the
says,
onus on the
"Trucks,
quarterback.
I'm
and
old.
others
I'm
in this
not
offense
sure
to
why
make
he
plays,
sent
and
the
they've done
beat."
it. First half, it was Deneen, the fullback. Jax did his job. Now they're calling on the quarterback. Let's see who's next.
Will Howard was down on himself earlier in the week, his coaches told us.
Keep telling you, Miss
has
Bart,
rallied.
that you're
He
only
is
as old
listening
as
to
you
the rest of
feel.
the leadership, including his running mate and fellow freshman Deuce Vaughn.
All right, that is Vaughn. 2 yards short of a first down.
On that carry, and it'll be third down and short again. Tyler Lacey made the stop.
You know, when I see smaller guys like this,
I
Tim,
would.
like to see them
I would,
intentionally try to
Kathy.
get to the edge. Not like Oklahoma State does with Chuba. Typically, they run that stretch play. But get to the edge in a way where you give him a chance to make a move. Right now, they're kind of running a semi-power type scheme with a smaller guy. You're not going to overpower this athletic and physical, nasty defensive
All right,
front.
third and 2.
DJ Render is coming to the game, split wide to the top of your screen. Third down and 2.
Oh, option game, Tim.
Option to the field.
Oh, he missed the option. There's a flag on the play.
Huge loss. We'll have to check the flag and see if there's a problem on defense or whether this is a hold against the offense.
And you hate to see that happen from Howard's standpoint because coaches get real conservative when you don't execute on a play that they're loath to run anyway, most cases, to the wide side of the field, the option game. He makes a read, and it's actually a decent read, Tim. Number 13's closing on him, and that's when you deal it on the perimeter. In fact, the best option plays happen when the defender is literally in the face of the quarterback. But you got to be able to execute the play and put it on his chest.
Well, let's see if the microphone works.
There is
this
no
time
foul on
for
the play.
Michael Vandervelde.
It's fourth down.
All right, fourth
We've
down.
had a lot of those this year. I mean, a lot.
Barb says,
of pick up the
"Trucks, I'm
flag
numb. I have no
situations."
idea how I'm feeling."
Yeah. Well defended.
Well,
Very
then you're
well
definitely
defended, that
25
option.
on hold.
And Oklahoma State stops K-State in its tracks, and now Zentner will
Depending
be called
on what
upon to punt,
you
and
got to
Stoner
give up for Darren Waller,
moving back
but
deep
I would.
inside his 10-yard line.
If I could pair up Gronk with Darren Waller, that'd be a nice 1-2 punch.
Spiraling punt.
Good field positioning.
Oh, he fumbled it.
Does Kansas State have it?
I think Stoner got it back.
And it is
I
Kent.
think he did.
Wait,
You could see the reaction from Kansas State's special teamers.
okay. Oklahoma State did recover that fumble. I mean, if you could try to finesse something, maybe get Darren Waller with that. I mean, you'd have to probably put something else with that. Barb says, OMG, holding for years. OMG, is that the Browns? Hey, that is also the Detroit Lions. Yeah, I would trade Brandon Cooks if I could get Darren Waller. No wonder we partake in beverage. Facts. Some a little bit more than others. Remember, Barb, you guys wanted it in the 60s. We haven't wanted it in the 60s. Ours was last one in 1957. All right, flags on the play. No gain on that play. All right, 1st and 5. All right, loss of a couple on that play. All right, 2nd and 6. Welcome back, Ashley.
There was a pass interference that was not called late in that game that helped Texas big time. West Virginia's pretty good. 3rd and 5.
Nice bunts.
How about that?
All right, Brown.
Did he get hurt? Looked like he pulled up, didn't he? He got right to the sideline and he just sort of pulled up.
He felt it.
Yeah, hamstring. Yep.
He tried to open it up, did Brown, and you can see him.
Oh, yeah, right there.
I've been there, done that, brother. And you know it, at least he didn't fall.
All right, looks like Brown got hurt.
He just couldn't do it.
Well,
choked his motor.
Yeah, he got the first down, though. Desmond Jackson back in for him. And here goes Spencer Sanders.
All right, Sanders got the first down.
Two explosive plays of the day for Kansas State. One a 69-yard run. And Sanders set sail for one right there. That's
What's going on,
Polito
JT?
making the stop. That's an 18-yard gain. We explain an explosive play as a 15-yard run or a 20-yard or further pass.
Yeah, he got pushed an additional 5 yards by the would-be tackle on the back end, and he got him on a little hip there. Let's see if he's all right. You know, he was nicked up several series ago.
From the 46.
Nice.
Oh, dropped it.
Yep.
Stoner dropped
really
it.
tough too, because the type of route Stoner was running, if he wanted to, he'd have the pivot back outside with a lot of real estate to work with, Tim. This is where accuracy is important. Spencer, not a beautiful delivery on that particular play, high and away. Now, if he's intentionally putting it there, Stoner has a chance to roll out of that and get up vertical for extra yards.
70% completion percentage for Spencer Sanders as a passer. 5
All right,
touchdowns,
2nd and
3
10.
picks coming in. Nice jump cut. Jackson.
Got to pass midfield down at the 48 or 49-yard line.
Good, Kenny, and you mentioned his size. He's got it. Derrn McPherson making the stop.
Yeah, and Derrn McPherson is about 6 foot, so 200 pounds, and you know he's a good player. But that guy right there showed you some nifty ability you expect from a shorter guy. Here comes a late blitz.
Yep.
All right, 3rd and 5.
But I think it's right at the line to make. Landon Wolf very close to the necessary yardage in front of Ross Elder, the junior.
And they move the chains. That's a first down.
It's first down.
I give Joe Kleinerman, the defensive coordinator for Kansas State, credit.
Trading for Stephon Diggs and Darren Waller.
A completed pass for a first down is under further review.
Yeah, they may want to check the spot here. I think the spot may be what they're looking at here.
I just like the aggressive attitude.
All right, they're going to check the spot. Official review.
They've not been able to stop Oklahoma State. 13 unanswered points in this half, and it's been impressive to watch. The only way you counter that is to bring extra bodies and see if we can see what's going on here in the middle of the field, around the cat at the top of it.
You see the line to make is right on the line at the 44-yard line. Spencer, I don't think he got there.
I don't think so. I think he's a full foot to go.
Maybe closer to a yard away.
10. They're still reviewing it.
He was definitely pushed back.
It is 9:42 remaining in the fourth quarter.
It had not gotten him to the 44, and that's why they wanted to take a look. And I'm sure the Kansas State congregation along the sidelines underneath us was shouting that out. And Vandervelde is taking a look as we speak. Our replay official is Gene Simcoe. Scott Alexander, surveying as our content coordinator from New Orleans, says he thinks it's a full yard, and I would too. Thinks it's a full yard away.
And then what makes it easy to discern this play is short.
You see the marker up at the top of your screen.
You can see at the top.
The line to make, and he was not there. And that is the forward progress right there. He may be a half-yard shy.
After reviewing the play, the completed pass is short of the line to gain. The ball will be placed at the 45-yard line. It'll be fourth down.
All right, 4th and a half a yard.
And that means possession of the football in all likelihood. With a 1-point lead, you're not going to go on 4th down here, are you?
Timmy, I would say this. If you haven't been stopped at this point, I wouldn't have a problem going for it. I mean, Mike Gundy's defense is playing well right now. Kansas State is.
I would definitely go for it.
Okay.
13 unanswered points.
Well, why? Mr. Hubert says, "Bring it, big fella." Wyatt Hubert says, "We're ready for this."
Well, let me tell you, Mike Gundy's always got 1 or 2 plays in his pocket.
Keith, I'm exhausted. I was planning on, but I still got to set up for tomorrow. I got 3 streams tomorrow, and your boy's going to get some rust.
The cadence thing doesn't work the way it used to.
Yeah, this team is too disciplined for that.
Hubert wolfing
All right,
bit.
Oklahoma takes their first time out.
Sanders, I like that, don't you?
That's the way the game should be played.
Oh no, they took the flag.
That's respect right there, and fun and appreciation for what you do.
I dig that. I really do.
Gamesmanship.
Yeah. That's how I treated my debate partners when I was in high school.
You just kept talking.
I just kept on. I kept bringing my funky junk to the conversation.
And I'll tell you what, this Oklahoma State team has brought their funky junk in the form of an adjustment. And
I appreciate that,
the second
Keith.
half, Tim. It's been impressive to watch.
Yeah, I'm actually working on about 3 hours of sleep today.
And Wallace on the sideline because of injuries, but otherwise, it's been impressive.
All right, ball's at the 15-yard line. Yeah, I've been on 3 hours of sleep. Your boy is exhausted. Trox should take a shot of Griddle. Old folks juju. I've actually never heard of that, Miss Barb. Trox, you cannot see? I could see. Why? What am I missing? Like I said, it's been a long day. Yeah. Well, 3 hours of sleep. Made 3 thumbnails, 3 backgrounds that you guys see that, you know, with the scoreboard and all that. And had to be up for a doctor's appointment. Griddle. All right. And it is down at the 25-yard line. Griddle. That's what I've been saying. Griddle. Jaredal? Is that how you say it? Jaredal? I don't know. Hey, your boy's cooked. Oops. Yeah, your boy is cooked today. Hey, your boy's so cooked. It's like a season's done like the Lions. You know, the funny thing about being a Detroit Lions fan though, our season is over before Thanksgiving. You're definitely not my partner in a win, lose, or draw. We're at the 8 minutes and 13 seconds left of this ball game. Kansas State 12, Oklahoma State 13. Ball's on the Oklahoma State 27-yard line. Well, usually I'm in bed and asleep by like maybe like no later than about 3:30. But I had a 10 a.m. meet. What do you call it? Hold on. Oh, that message was just super late. He needs a pitchfork. Fork won't do. All right, 1st and 19. Vaughn loses some yards. All right. Howard with the quarterback keeper. All right, 3rd and 3. Oh, he fumbled it. And it could be all the way. 40, 50. Back to the 40, 30, 20. All the way. Touchdown. Oklahoma State. That was Taylor with the fumble recovery.
Ballman Gilliard that heals the sin sick soul. I don't know, but a turnover sure will.
Yeah, that one deserves a.
Direction. Let me tell you, man, when you get it in this situation, great blocking
Can
up
you guys
front.
tell that I'm tired?
Looks like decent ball security, but just comes out
Your
of it.
boy
Great
is
play by
through.
Israel Antwine. 95 stripped it. And it was plucked out of the air by Jason Taylor II. And the sophomore from Oklahoma.
All right, we are on a commercial break. All right, it is 20-12. We got 6.5 left. What's going on, Anaconda NC? Thought you were sleeping a couple times. Hey, if I had a pillow, I probably would. Oh, you're not dashing either? Wow. So I know if you're not dashing, you are done like the sun done. as the wise old Gridiron Blitz would say. But yeah, your boy is fried today. Like, don't let me lay down, because if I lay down, I'm done. And it kind of says, yeah, sorry I missed your USC Arizona State broadcast. It's all right, brother. You see, Grid Trucks is not trying to call you old. Hey, you know me. If I start one, I got to finish it. But we are almost done with this game. We are in the fourth quarter. 6:32 remains.
Israel Antwine, he stripped the football of Howard, and the ball just went straight into the air, right into Taylor's hands, and he knew right where to go.
Yeah, I do have a day tomorrow.
Albert, man, they're making him proud.
We got a 3-piece and some biscuits going on tomorrow.
It's really been a gutty second half performance by Oklahoma State.
Speaking of which, I am starving too.
Wildcats a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away.
All right, to the 20, down at the 25-yard line. There is some flags on the play.
28-yard line. But they'll tack on a few more yards after the face mask.
You can go. I mean, Kansas State left at halftime.
I understand. I get it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's face mask.
Yeah,
man.
Personal foul, face mask, number 12 of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic, first down.
That is Williams, a reserve safety.
Now here's your fumble
Hey,
again off that same
more
jet
like
sweep
that's going to be a
action. Look at this
reverse.
strip.
It's going to be
He gets
Fins
that hand
10,
and strips it
24
around, and
cards.
Howard, unfortunate, coming off the
Way to bring in
turnover
41.
performance he had last week. You hate to double up on that. Nothing had more
Hey,
impact
at least
than
it's
that
not
turnover,
21.
that's for sure.
Trace Ford looked like a third base coach, bringing his runner up, rounding third and heading
All right, ball's going to be at the 41-yard line.
in the backfield, still waiting for that big time play from him. There it is. Tracks the knee, just
And
ran
gain
out
of
real estate.
2 on that
See,
play.
that's where these big fullbacks, when they get close to the sideline, they've got to understand where they are relative to the sideline. So it's tough to stop them. They've got these big bodies that are not as agile as some of these running backs. And, man, I'll tell you what, if he's able to turn up, I like his weight advantage of that safety who was charged with defending him. He may run over him like he did in the first half.
Yeah, that at least would have been a gain of 9 or 10.
Oh, he
as
got a
opposed
first
to
down,
2.
no question.
Second down and 8.
All right.
Tight end Linders. Moves into the slot.
Got a handoff. Vaughn.
Look at that. You talk about
Vaughn a yard short of a first down.
just get whatever he could.
Gain of
Would
7.
have been stopped after a gain of 2.
Listen, I know we talked about Quentin Griffin. I think this guy's even faster. I mean, look at the lateral movement, the way he moves.
Yep.
I mean, that is Barry Sanders-esque right
Yeah.
there. He squats and get those low hips down. I mean, he's just like he's sitting in a chair, man. It's impossible to defend this guy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the speed of an Alvin Kamara, but especially he does a lot of the same things at this level. And for this Kansas State team, it's his skill set they really need coming from behind.
All right, that is a first down on the quarterback keeper.
Christian Holmes with the stop.
Love the call, too. Just, despite the fact that you make a mistake, you come back and put the ball right back in his hands. Say, son, we're going to make sure you have an opportunity for your courage to be elevated. We're going to give you another chance. You go win this thing for us. Love the call.
You think Jim Knowles, the defensive coordinator, got the guys' attention about stopping 22 tonight?
Well, they did. They've done a fantastic job.
But because of that, Howard is having an enormous night running the football. Great penetration.
All right, loss of yards on that play.
Really well done.
Second down.
No room to roam. Brock Martin, number 40, redshirt junior.
Oh, come on.
That's an iffy play. Linemen don't like you going down low on them like that, Timmy, but it's a great play.
127
Trucks,
yards
the game's
rushing
almost
for
over.
Howard.
Set the camera
Puts the pressure off the
slowly,
edge.
slide under the desk. Get some much reserved sleep, my friend.
First it was Antoine.
Appreciate
then it was
that,
Cameron
Barb.
Murray, 92.
Yeah, and Malcolm Rodriguez is one that initiated all of it. The Mike linebacker, number 20, came from the outside. He'll come into your frame. You can see they've got max protection. 22 is trying to get out late. They've got a screen that's actually on that call.
All right,
Spencer,
3rd and
this
16.
is 4-down territory, isn't it?
And no question about it.
I mean, it's 3rd and 16, and you may not get another possession.
Well, you haven't been able to score. The context determines your strategy. Until you can crack the code, you've got to consider this as your last opportunity.
Biggest 3rd down of the game. Howard over the middle. It's caught.
And got the first down to the 20.
Well, the thing I like about this, number one on this series, put it back in his hands. You're going to see Devin Harper back. Here's the inside receiver making his way over the middle of the field. He sees it zone, finds a nice soft spot. And that
Going
ball
for
was
Oklahoma
right over the head
State.
of Devin Harper, number 16.
What's going on, David?
Patience, control. Will Howard meeting the challenge after being set back with a turnover. Boy, what a way this guy, young freshman, has responded.
Just outside
All right,
the 20.
1st and 10.
First
Ball
and
at the
10,
21.
Howard over the middle again. Into
And incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. Could be
Looked
a
like he
pass
may have been
interference
bumped by
on the
both.
defense.
Thomas Harper was back there. May have
Gonna be an
initiated the
automatic
contact.
first
We'll see.
down.
Well, yeah, you got a holding call, and I think the back
Yeah.
judge was
And
in
it
line.
definitely
Interference,
is.
number 13. Defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Oh, my God.
Okay, David's going for the Wildcats. That's what's up. Oh, your friend went to K-State. That's what's up.
Pleading his case, but they caught him dead to rights.
2:48, clock ticking. Still a complement of timeouts that you can turn to. All 3, in fact, belonging to Kansas State.
I mean, I'd run something conservative here, Tim. Your base play, what you do, off tackle.
All right, Barb, you have a wonderful night. Hopefully see you tomorrow.
It's sweep action to Garber. Keenan Garber. Twisting and turning and out of bounds. He'll spot it at the 2.
All right, 2nd and goal.
There's the head coach, Chris Kleiman. How fun was it to see Bill Snyder at halftime? He was so proud of the fact that Kleiman has brought so much of the foundation of what Bill brought here back in 1988 to hang with it, play all 3 phases of the game strong. And that's what Kleiman has done, who tutored under Craig Bowl at North Dakota State. Craig, of course, now at Wyoming.
Well, they're similar in a lot of ways, and like Coach Kleiman, Coach Snyder interviewed this place as much as they interviewed him. Details.
2nd and goal.
And touchdown, K-State. Will Howard on the quarterback keeper.
And a reminder, when it was 12-0, Kansas State decided to go for 2. They failed, so now they have to go for 2 again.
All that motion stuff displaces guys. Akbak Mamiga, number 7, was lured out of his space because of that jet.
All right,
motion
they got to
to
go
him.
for 2 with
Sometimes it's a game
2:08
of inches for a
remaining.
reason.
So what's that play that you know should work, that you've got in your hip pocket? This is a play made for a coach.
Well, you got him right now with the pivot route. Just throw it quick.
Oh, he failed it.
Oklahoma State gets the job done. They snuffed that one out. Brock Martin
All
got in there
right.
and knocked it away.
All they got to do is run out
Again,
the
we
2
go back
minutes.
to that earlier decision.
All right, and I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. What games am I doing tomorrow? I'm going to do the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings, followed by the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. And then the nightcap of Sunday Night Football, I'll be doing the Saints and Buccaneers. And then on Monday, I'll be doing Monday Night Football. Oklahoma State has 20. It is 18-20. Oklahoma State with the lead. 2:08. There's still 3 timeouts apiece for both teams. All right, 2:07 to play.
Tylan Wallace was the guy that came out there, knocked that thing out of bounds. The hands team.
Dave says I'm a Georgia fan myself. That's what's up.
Tylan Wallace, their top receiver, out there, and he swats it away. Just get out of
Bolt
there.
says yes, my Longhorns won today.
Always taking the frontline players, particularly on the hands
What's
team,
going on,
and use
Braden
them
Lewis?
for this
Says,
express
did OSU
purpose.
win?
You want your most athletic guys out there to get the ball out of bounds or field it if necessary. Love the decision
Not
to kick
tonight.
it. Probably would have high pointed it a little bit and let your speed guys run underneath
Not
it.
tonight,
and try to
Mike.
make
Your
a
boy
play.
is blasted.
Joyce did make a big-time swat.
I think I fell asleep about 3 times midstream today.
Oklahoma State will still need a first down. 2:07 to play. K-State can stop it 3 times. L.D. Brown ahead for 2.
All right, second
And
down.
a quick reminder coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central Time. The timeout taken by Kansas State with 2:03
All right,
left.
Kansas State takes a
I'm curious,
timeout.
Spencer, you
That's
know
their
Gundy better than most.
first timeout
And
by either team of the first
unapologetic
or the
about
second
taking
half.
chances. He's done it many, many times. And you know he's got to get a first down. Otherwise, he's going to have to give the football up with a chance to lose, not tie, but lose with
Mike,
a field goal.
Well, Mike
I don't know
Gundy's
if there'd
bright
be a
mind. I can
game
tell you,
on.
he's
It'd be
scenario
more or
this thing
less.
out to the nth
Will
degree.
Trox
He knows
be able to
exactly
keep
what
his
he-
head
what
up?
he wants to do in this situation. He's a student of the game, and so is this guy right here. He didn't get to where he was. Contract extension
Your
after
boy
year
is
1 here.
blasted. I've
For
only
just
had
some
3
mistake
hours of
reason.
sleep
He
today.
is a coach through and through, a defensive-minded coach that understands these scenarios.
Gene Taylor, the athletic director here, with North Dakota State roots as well, wanted to get him signed
The
up. and
over/under
taken care
was
of with that
4.5
extension
sleep nods.
prior to the COVID era. And listen, I understand it. They had made the
Esther
decision
says,
long
"Oop,
before
3
COVID
hours
hit.
of sleep."
They announced it shortly after that. Few eyebrows were raised given the economics of our sport, but a great get.
Love Gene is an unbelievable leader, and he understands he wanted to be competitive as far as.
All right, second and 9.
And you can see how conservative Sanders was, just taking a seat. You don't want to have a turnover here.
All right, that is
If
third
nothing else, if you're
down.
Oklahoma State, you don't mind.
You got to
putting
get the
game on your
first down. What are
defense.
you doing?
I get that.
That's
But
Kansas
it
State.
looks right now as though Oklahoma State's
Second
not looking at taking
timeout.
a
They
shot
got
down
one
the field
left.
after that
It's
play
third
call.
down.
Well, in honor of Veterans Day, Fox Sports proudly salutes those who serve our country. That's why Fox Sports is helping Blue Star families to build communities around the world that empower military families. Learn how you can help by visiting bluestarfam.org. We mean it when we say it. Fox Sports supports those that have served our country.
All right, it is 3rd and 13. A minute 59 remaining in the fourth quarter.
What turned up to be a defensive struggle because of injuries, and it's been fun to watch the chess match. How do you
Third
respond
down.
when your best assets have been taken away?
13 yards to go.
Stoner at the bottom of your screen. Brown, it's wide open. Oh, what a tackle.
And
What a
Brown.
saving tackle by Justin Hughes. Spencer, I thought he might go the distance. And I think he thought so too.
Brown got
Been dealing with
tackled.
an injury to his leg. He's over 100 yards. Nobody thought he would be the guy to do that. It would be Kuba, but you can see him. He's trying to get through there.
There's no one at the second level after him, Spencer. No one.
Well, what an athlete right there, man. He's got great form, a beautiful, patient inline runner.
Hughes saved the day. That old saying of yours, zero coverage, they had everyone in
Well,
tight.
that's exactly what happened. There was no safety, no one back there, zero coverage, and he hits his head on the goalpost if you don't make
All
that
right, we
play,
got a
Tim.
minute 54 left. 4th and 8.
So 4th down and 8. That was a gain of 5.
Ball's at the 43-yard line.
A reminder now that this Kansas State team has done some special things and has done so without Vaughn having a big game. Phillip Brooks, 2 punt returns for touchdowns. That's a school single game record. He's done it. He can take it the distance at any time. And you can bet Tommy Hutton's
All
going
right,
to try to angle
Oklahoma
this
State
away
sets a
from
punt.
Phillip Brooks.
He's the old NC State great.
All right, the punt is up.
Fair catch called. Almost a little friendly foul.
And it is down at the 24-yard line.
Almost came into him, but it's 1st down for K-State in good position. 1:47 remaining. This takes a lot
No, it does.
of concentration. And you can see.
Especially when your own guy's running into you.
Yeah, that's Jalen Travis that was back there that
Brooks did a nice job of keeping his composure.
almost ran into him.
I was about ready to say that Torrey Holster, former NC State great, coined the phrase "big plays, big days," and we've seen it from
All right.
the wide receivers. We've
1st
seen it
and
from
10,
a couple
ball
running
at the
backs around
24-yard line.
From the state side of it. And it's been great to watch
1:47
these
to
guys
play.
respond to crisis.
No timeouts. They'll rush 3 and drop 8. Out passes.
Intercepted.
And that should put it away for the Cowboys.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I was supposed
It's amazing
to,
that
but
shot we just saw
I
there.
don't
You
think I
wouldn't
can
know
make
the
it
difference
through another
between the
game.
expression of Gundy or Kleiman. Either one
I
of
am
them. And these guys are
exhausted.
dialed in. It's man coverage. Everybody's locked up. You got one free, a safety over the top. So the man underneath, one free. And one free was number 3. And that what made this play. Trey Sterling.
But yeah, I was supposed to do that game.
I mean, it's just overthrown, and that's just an ill-advised pass. I mean, if it's just pure man with nobody over the top, you make that throw. But if it's one free, you know there's another guy back there with a chance to make a play. You better be accurate if you throw it.
You know, Howard,
All right.
a masterful performance by him
And
today.
that does it. They
I mean,
can't
on the
stop the
ground,
clock.
He was the #1 big play, explosive play guy. But he did fumble it, and he fumbled it on a drive that could have made a difference, give this team the lead. It went back the other way, and then again, these are the lessons that freshmen have to learn.
Yep, he's a good player, man.
And he's going to be outstanding here at Kansas State. And I know that Colin Klein will work strongly with him. You see the support, the great teammates. That's Tyler Burns coming up to chat with him.
Is Grid doing a
program
game
is in
tonight?
great shape
I don't think he
with Chris
is.
Kleiman.
And Tim, I can't say enough about this Jim Knowles-led defense. I mean, every game we call, it's almost like we're saying the defense is saving the day.
Spencer, I can't wait for this schedule to get to Bedlam, because right now I see Oklahoma State as the most talented team, and Oklahoma with the guys they have being big. This is the big one we're talking about. Antoine with the strip, and Jason Taylor the second with the pilfer and the touchdown that was the difference.
Yeah, I don't
just
think
moments ago,
Grid is
Trey
doing a game
Sterling
tonight. I think he's going to get
with
some
the
rest.
interception. For the Cowboys, destiny is
All
under
right.
their control.
That does it.
And there's that schedule.
Oklahoma State
Oklahoma
wins
on the
it
21st,
20.
Texas Tech the
Kansas
28th,
State
then TCU.
18.
Spencer, Bedlam is exactly where Mike Gundy might get himself in position to guarantee a shot at the Big 12 championship game.
And despite 2 losses, I think Oklahoma will have acquitted itself to that point, playing defense at a high level, getting players back on offense. Stevenson and company, their running backs, they're going to be at full capacity. That's going to be a barn burner.
Kansas State has had a marvelous year, and it's never
All
easy
right,
to come into
it
this
is
building.
final.
But the Cowboys did that, trailing by 12 at halftime. An opportunistic defense and a banged-up offense played with Curry.
All right. That does it for the game audio. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I will see you guys for a 3-piece tomorrow. We are going to be live for 3 games. The 1 o'clock game, the 4:25 game, and Sunday Night Football. And appreciate each and every single one of you guys who came out to the streams today. Love you guys all. See you guys tomorrow. And if you guys want, sports to continue to wear your mask. And this is Trucks Sports Talk. Have a nice night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.